What?
Are we? Wait a second. Are we live?
You're live.
We're here. We're live. This is real. Ricky, you're muted.
You're super.
Wow,
muted.
What an amateur move.
Super not live, Ricky.
I'm live now. I'm live now. I'm live now.
Noob.
Guys, we are so here. It is Monday. What? July 27th for the early week Machamps. We are not going live this Wednesday because our good friend Ricky is going to be traveling to the East Coast. Family trip. Is that right, Ricky?
Yep. Little family trip.
Yeah. So we wanted to do the stream anyways because we have a lot to discuss. Last time we had a tier list where Ricky got absolutely destroyed by my superior gold star opinions. And we wanted to run it back with Shinings and Crystals.
Wait. It wasn't a competition. We were collaborating to create the definitive gold star tier list.
Everything's a competition.
Can I get that on a t-shirt?
Yeah, your Pokemon card collection's a business, no matter what, whether you like it or not. You know,
your tier list is a competition, whether you like it or not.
That's right.
Great. Well, we're gonna do another one then today. It's gonna be another competition. So now I know that.
Ricky, I got your back, bro. That's why you brought me. This is a competition. It is a 2-on-2.
Guys, we are joined here by some additional friends. We got PokeBroJT, who is conveniently located on the left of the screen with Ricky, and Trey, the Jarvitar, who is on the right of the screen with me. These are our Pokemon card business bros joining the stream today for the first time ever because we needed some backup to discuss this important topic. Shinings, crystals, what is S tier, what is F, and we also have a lot to talk about just in the hobby generally. And because these guys are with us at pretty much every card show, they also have their ear down to the ground as far as what's going on with the market, what's going on with new sets, and leaks and interesting news and opinions. So we're here for all of the bros to be on the screen and to have a great evening. And thank you guys for being here.
Yeah, man, it's great. I love seeing all the bros here, man. There's so much broing going on right
now. I should say though, just because I'm on Jake's side of the screen, I'm not going to be just agreeing with Jake every time. In fact, if there's anyone who's going to be like someone I'm more likely to disagree with, it's probably going to be Jake.
Yeah. I think you're mostly just going to pump T-Tar and Sun and Moon Full Arts to the moon.
We should get that out of the way so far in advance. If any of you put Shining T-Tar, if it even sniffs anywhere below S tier, like it's not even, I should get 2 of these vetoes just to get that out of the way. because that would be blasphemy in like the 10th degree.
Yeah, it's going to be a heated debate tonight, guys. So thank you all for being here. Let's quickly recap what happened 2 weeks ago, Ricky, and then we'll get into our traditional topics.
Yeah, I just want to say before we do, this is the anniversary show for the Midweek Machamps. This is number 26. Wow. We've been doing them bi-weekly. I think pretty much rain or shine. Maybe we skipped or moved one time in the past year, but this is right around the time 1 year ago where we started this program. So we thought it would be a great way to celebrate, to bring on our right-hand guys here and do this discussion. So I just wanted to call that out. And for the folks in the chat, like a lot of you have been with us since the beginning of that journey. Again, rain or shine in the chat for most of the episodes, clearly watching the follow-ups. And I have people come up to me all the time. I know you guys do too, to say that they watch the program and they tune into all of it and they love it and whatever else. So we're flattered. We do this. We started this for fun. We continue to really do this just because we like it and we like you all. But I know I'm speaking at least for myself, and I know for JT, when we do these live streams, whether it's here or on our channel selling cards, some of our favorite parts of the way we engage in the hobby, just because of the people that are in it. So you're not physically with us in the chat, but you are. We extra feel your presence tonight for the 1 year anniversary.
Yeah, I'll just add that, like, I got much more interested in this hobby when I found out there was, like, you know, the interaction, like the in-person interaction piece. Like when I went to my first show, like obviously I, you know, bought tons of packs and ripped them, and had friends and family over to open packs and started collecting cards and binders and stuff. But when I went to my first show and had the in-person experience that this live stream kind of replicates, that's what really got me into it. So thank you all for being here. And for those of you who've met us in person and said that you appreciate the content and understand that, there's work and time and effort that goes into it, we appreciate you as well.
Yeah.
And we're doing it for you guys.
Absolutely.
The real Pokemon card business are the friends you made along the way.
That's exactly right. Friends are my business.
Also on a shirt.
We got a lot of merch lines coming up. So Jake, I'll answer your prompt as usual. Our 25th stream 2 weeks ago was just you and I. We talked a lot about the 30th anniversary. We talked a bit about the summer slowdown and to what extent is it an actual slowdown. And then our main topic was, as you said, to construct the definitive, inarguable, factual gold star tier list, which we succeeded at doing. So we're going to just embark on the same thing tonight, doing this with crystals and shinings, probably about an hour and a half from now.
Yeah.
I'm so ready.
I'm so ready too. I have not prepped in any regard. I'm just going to look at the arts and go fully off my vibes and off of, my opinion on what is undeniably going to be the best card. Shining Celebi, as you guys know, is the most important card in the Pokemon card hobby. Just kidding. But shout out to all you guys here giving us love for the happy anniversary. Blast Boost in the house, John Torres in the house, Jake Winter, Forever Young, Elder Unlimited, Triple C Carlos, Blast Boost. So many people here.
Blast Boost. Did we mention Blast Boost?
Oh yeah, Blast Boost twice. Sorry, I was scrolling up.
Also Blast Boost.
Even Blast Boost is here. We've got the whole squad.
All right, bye guys.
Okay. All right. No, actually, somehow this feels a little bit better for some reason. So let's just keep it rolling.
Oh, I can take both of you. Okay, here before we start,
it's Blast Boost. He's back.
Before we start, I have a question. Ready? Machamp has 4 arms. There's 4 of us. Which arm are you?
Upper right.
Upper right. Okay.
I just don't even think that's true.
Yeah, right. Immediately wrong.
Okay. We've got the exact correct energy going into this.
We can't do it. Okay, let's dive in, guys, because this is good. We're gonna get off the rails, and I want this energy for the tier list. So I want to save all this. So our traditional topics, we always start with a PC pickup or an item that we have a connection to. And I think traditionally we start with our guests, and I might, just because it's a screen share thing, because JT's traveling, he sent me a photo. I might propose we start with JT, and then we go to Trey, and then maybe Jake, you and I wrap up the PC pickups. Is that fair?
I love it.
Down with that.
All right, JT, what are we looking at?
Yeah, so this is just a little something I've been putting together over the last few weeks, but the newest additions to this are the Palpitoad and the Sandile. They were the last 2 that I needed in this like little 9-column slab wall. But these are all PSA 10s. These are my 3 favorite Evo lines of the black era. And so I just wanted to, a lot of people know that I have been completing my very first master sets ever. I did Black Bolt. I'm almost done with White Flare now. I just love the Unova region, man. I just think what they did with the games was like super revolutionary by starting over again. You can only use those 156 mons for the first playthrough of it. They did a lot of new stuff. I mean, I think Unova's based off of New York City in the game, which is cool. That's also where I'm at right now, which is kind of sick.
Nice.
And so, So, but long story short, I needed to get a couple of those. I think the Crocodile actually came from Jake originally, and then I bought it from Ricky, and then it became mine. That's what I heard. I might be making that up.
What's cool about these cards too, JT, is that they're actually crazy low pop for being ultra modern.
Super low pop. Most of them are under 200 at this point. The one that's the most pop is the Seismitoad, but that's $3K. That thing is pumping. So
which by the way makes it the 3rd most expensive card from SV.
Literally.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's probably right. Magikarp
it's
is
like
a little
right
above
under
it.
the Magikarp. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like right
It's because of the
Magikarp.
gem rate, right? I mean, they have the same gem rate. It's like a 15.7% gem rate on the Seismitoad and the Magikarp alike.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy because I took in the Crocodile for trade at a show, which goes into Jake's inventory, which Jake sells to Ricky, and then from Ricky goes to you. So that means that this card literally passed through each of us.
All of us.
I don't think I bought this directly from Jake. I think I bought this from our friend Jason C.
Don't spoil it, Ricky.
Well,
we were
I'm just-
having a moment there.
I don't know if he bought it from you. I mean, that would be an interesting lineage. I don't know if he bought it from you.
This is
That would
definitely
be-
lower left arm behavior from you.
Wow. Oh my God. Trey, how dare you? That is terrible. That is, wow. The disrespect so early into my program, Trey.
Yeah, get used to it. He doesn't have any boundaries.
Wow. Wow. Okay. So JT, this is sick. Why you said these are just your favorite lines, so you just wanted to also collect these in tens in addition to the raw ones that you got in your binder.
Exactly. And now that I've gotten this far, I just want to keep going. I'm kind of feeling kind of like Trey here, which is just go for them all, which is a very lofty goal to just get all the starting with Black Bolt, try to get them all in tens.
Yeah.
I want to try to grade some myself, see if I can do it that way. But I think it'll be a slow process of trying to get them all in tens now that I have them all in, in my binder.
Nice.
But this is the first 9. It's a good start. I'm okay with where I'm at for now. But
when Black Bolt White Flare got announced, JT, I had plans to do like a Unova Pokedex through PSA 10s of BBWF IRs and SIRs. And then I gave up when I saw the pop on Terrakion.
Yeah, Terrakion's what they're like. It's like 14 or something like that. 2? Oh, wow.
So
less than 14.
So you've embarked on what actually is one of the coolest things I think you could be going on.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough, but I mean, I think if I do it slow enough, I think it'll work out for me over the long run. And I'm in it for the long haul, so this could be a lifelong project. You never know.
Love it. Trey,
what do you got?
All right. So for those who know me, I'm working on a OEM Living Dex in Gen 3, where I use entirely original hardware to catch every single Pokemon in Gens 1, 2, and 3. Now, there's only one way to get Jirachi with that's not cheating it in, and that is to get this. The Pokemon Coliseum bonus disc.
Oh, I remember this actually.
That's some ball knowledge right there.
Whoa.
What you do is you put this into your GameCube, and then you plug in, I believe, your Ruby or Sapphire cart into one of the little like Game Boy Advance connectors into the controller port, and then you can populate a Jirachi onto your save file. I think it's one Jirachi per save file.
That rings a bell. Wow, nostalgia.
And so
that's really cool.
And and it having its own hard case, like this is killer. This is so sick.
What's the story of how you came into it?
Facebook Marketplace.
Okay. Yeah.
So, Trey, do you know the backstory of how they distributed that thing?
I do not actually. I do not. Because
I mean, it's very similar to like the game as far as like the art on the box and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, because I have one as well, and I remember getting it and thinking like, what is this? Was this like, they definitely didn't sell it like full retail price at Target. There's no way.
Yeah.
It must have been like a throw in with the game or something.
It was I think it was a pre-order like gift thing. It was a pre-order special thing.
I got Bulbapedia coming up right now. Was only available by reserving a copy of Pokemon Coliseum.
Okay, there you go.
Wow, that's so cool. Nice. So you spent what those like $200?
Yeah, $200 on one Mon.
$200 for one digital Jirachi, guys. Don't call him a fake fan.
This is my Jirachi NFT.
That's right. I love it. Ricky, what do you got?
Okay, so you remember how last program, as we talked about, we tier listed the gold stars.
Yeah.
And we put a certain little chicken nugget in the S tier.
A fiery little nugget.
Fiery little nugget. And you know, I've always I loved Torchic. I told the story about Torchic was my starter in that gen, and I basically beat the whole game with an over-leveled Blaziken. But I hadn't really fully appreciated the aura of the chick until we went through that tier list. And I was like, wow, this is one of the best gold stars. And so knowing that I don't think there's been a public sale for a 10 in a long time, it's probably going to be something like an $800,000 to $1.25 million card whenever the next one sells. And, you know, seeing the cost prohibitive 9s and such, I started a little quest, and folks really helped a lot. There's probably people in the chat that sent me links and DM'd me about a PSA 7 or 6 in that order. Not 6, 7, but a 7 or 6. And so I don't have it physically with me, but this is the exact cert of the swirled up PSA 6 Gold Star Torchic, right? About the best placement. I think the swirl can probably be on this card. And interestingly, it has this. This is the repeating ink error. This is
I've seen this.
A known error that I think it's from the rollers in the printer having like ink when it just like didn't dry properly, and it leaves a little mark like this. And so I think because PSA doesn't categorize these errors, I think this is actually a major reason it got a 6 rather than a 7. And my proof of this, if we just take a quick look at it, a little bit of silvering on the edge, nice corners, pretty nice centering. Like there's a little bit of what looks like probably hollow scratching there. And here's the back for a 6.
Oh my.
Unless there's like a dent I'm missing here that we can't see in the scan. Tell me this isn't a very nice 6.
Very nice.
It looks like an auto 6 off of that.
It feels like an auto 6 from this, and it's actually a 7. And that's not me like coping. I don't have the card in hand, so maybe once I get it in hand, I'll look at it. But that's my hypothesis. But in any case, the error is fun. The swirl obviously is fantastic, and the 6 is the 7's like twice as much as the 6 right now. So I was in conversations for some 7s, including one that had a great swirl as well. It was a pretty nice copy. I would say maybe comparable condition wise, but yeah. Elder Unlimited saying that's an 8 if it was graded a few years ago. I don't hate that take, but in any case, this is really like a PC thing for me. Just trying to get into some of these types of cards. It's just like the Crystal Lugia, these cards that I really like that have some sort of meaning to my history in Pokemon, with Torchic being that starter I spend the most time with in Sapphire. So that's my pickup. This will be coming to me probably in a week or so.
I love it. Beautiful pickup. I think it's a wise move as well.
Thank you.
Okay, my PC pickup. I have a new arm of my PC, which is just, I think we're going to call it like my reserve collection, because the point of this portion of my collection is in the future, one day when I, maybe want to sell a considerable portion of my collection all at the same time, it will basically be from this group of items. And the point of it is that they're all higher end and like pretty frequently traded. So they have very clear values, so that if, I need to sell them like really quickly and want to do it to another reseller, then I can still get a really strong percentage. And so I've put like, those Marios that I got and things like that in that collection. And a thing I'm going to be adding to that collection today is this little number.
Let me click the little button to boost you. Ooh, yeah, okay.
So this is Game Art Charizard, a 2016 Japanese exclusive promo.
Yep.
This is a 10. It's a 13 cert. So a really good copy of the card, graded, I believe it would be this calendar year. And so that'll go along next to the Marios. And I also picked up a Festa recently that's going to just kind of go into a group of slabs that I'm stacking, so that, hey, Jake, we need you to put a down payment on a house. Then I can do that pretty quickly if I want to.
I don't think they take slabs for down payments on a house, though.
You just don't have the right connections.
Well, okay, maybe you can help me out.
Oh, well, you don't sound like a true believer. So
gatekeeping.
Yeah. Well,
you gotta pay an amount of money.
You didn't pay for the course, Ricky.
Okay. Okay. How's 2,500 sound, Jake?
Someone's got to say it.
Price has gone up. Anyways, let's move on to notable deals. And let's start with JT. And what are some notable deals, or just one big deal maybe that you wanted to chat about today?
I would say I'll go back to our last show when we were in Arizona. I just think that there was like a moment. It was the first day, Saturday. We were in the and what is it? Where the Cardinals play? The stadium. It was awesome, and it wasn't just like one deal, but there was like probably like 200 continuous deals. Like we just got into this like crazy flow state that like I had never even seen before. Of like I'm doing that. We're just like it's just going and going and going, and it just like blew my mind for like a few hours. Like we were just like locked in with that.
Shout out Front Row.
Yeah, Front Row is incredible. Front Row Angela, she puts on an incredible show, runs with that shit. Yeah, huge shout out. But yeah, I feel like that was really amazing. But also shout out to Ricky for not bringing the camera or the microphones or anything. So like no one.
It's not just me. It's not just me.
But what the reason why it was noteworthy was it was just about the love of the game. For like those hours, it's just a story between Ricky and I of just like we were so locked in doing all those deals. It wasn't for the camera, it wasn't for anything. It was just us and the patrons and our friends in the community, and we were just like having a ball. And so yeah, that was awesome. That's noteworthy for me.
I love that, JT. Unfortunately, if you didn't record it, it didn't happen. So
it didn't happen. Yeah,
I'll just have to wipe that one under the rug.
Yeah.
I was pretty distracted that weekend, Jake.
yeah, that was a strange week.
It was a weird week.
What a cool show though, and hopefully it all works out that we can get back. It's October or December that they rebooked it. December, yeah. So hopefully you guys can go. We'd love to go back to that same spot with you guys.
It will not be nearly as hot in December.
True. Oh my gosh.
True. I think we're going to try to get right around that time of year. They're doing one in Orlando, and we haven't ventured. By that point, we will not have gone any further east than Dallas. So we would love to make it east one time this year if we can. So TBD on if we'll do the Phoenix one, but it's an easy travel, and I have family there. So if Phoenix is convenient, we're totally there.
What about you there, Jarvitar?
Well, this last weekend, we were at Card Party in Fort Lauderdale, and there were a lot of folks that were showing off master sets, specifically like single Pokemon master sets to me. And I conveniently brought my Tyranitar master set, and so I was able to like show mine and nerd out with them. I saw a bunch of master sets, and my favorite one that I saw was a Heracross master set.
I love that.
And luckily, we had this woman's like main chase for the entire show, and it was the full art from Furious Fists. And like she was, I don't think I've ever seen someone more excited to discover a card at a booth than how she was for this Heracross full art.
Oh, nice.
And she ended up getting that and the Paldea Evolved Heracross, and it was just super sick. And I got to nerd out with her. One thing that I asked her, and I didn't double check to know if this was true or not, because Heracross is a Pokemon that has like gendered differences between male and female. Like the horn shape is either a heart or the little stag shape. And apparently there is no card that is an obviously female Heracross.
Wow, come on, Pokemon Company. It's 2026.
Come on.
It's crazy.
Interesting little fact.
Heracross is a cool mon. I distinctly remember first encountering it in Leaf Green when you go back and battle the Elite Four for the second time against Gary Oak, and he pulls out Heracross instead of Pidgeot, and you have no idea what the heck it is.
Yeah.
That's such a cool moment.
Here's pulling it up on the screen for that difference. Yeah, interesting.
And like the shiny one's pink. Like imagine a baby shiny Heracross where it's got it's pink and it has the heart. Like you know how many cutie binders would have that card? All of them.
Every single one. Yeah, it was beautiful.
I think Heracross, if I'm not mistaken, JT's third favorite Pokemon.
My third favorite Pokemon.
Wow.
Correct. Absolutely. That's some ball knowledge right there, Ricky.
Yeah,
mean,
I
even
know.
though I did tell you maybe 3 days ago.
Like
but,
yeah. Like a week ago. It's fine.
All right, Ricky, what do you got?
So because we're not doing any shows in July, I don't know if I have anything super notable other than buying that Torchic, and that hunt was a fun little collector hunt. But I will say on the topic of like notable deals, maybe just a notable trend related to upcoming deals. I think I got offered $500,000 of full collection buyouts yesterday alone in my DMs. One of them, actually, funny enough, Jarvitar, you mentioned a bug master set. One of them was a full Scyther and Scizor master set, which was directed at me because of my love of Scizor, of course. But
and you didn't buy it?
As a business move, a $50,000 collection where almost everything in there is very niche, it was a tough sell. I passed on it, and they wanted like 85% or something. Which, anyway,
that's a Scyther premium.
It may be, yeah. And there's a lot of really low value cards. I mean, I was very tempted. I literally told the person, I was like, I'm very tempted, and if I bought this, it would be like a collector decision, and I'd already made my high 4-figure, low 5-figure collector decisions around things like the Gold Star Torchic this week. So I was like, I'm gonna hold out. I got offered like sit literally, 4 to 6 collections yesterday that totaled probably $400,000 or $500,000 of value.
Wow.
So a couple things there. One is we're in a bit of a buyer's market right now, especially when it comes to modern. So just more heads up for folks, whether if you're in the buy sell trade world, or if you're just a collector that's looking to offload something right now, just be mindful. One of the collections had like $200,000 of modern sealed. And I'm like, yeah, that's going to be hard to find one buyer for at a good rate. And so it's one of those things, also just not a cautionary tale, but just a reminder that if you're accumulating stuff with the intention of selling it later in as few transactions as possible, I guess it just wouldn't be a bad idea to like have a few different sales channels and like time it correctly, right? Like right now, there's a more limited buyer pool, paying a lower percentage if you're trying to sell right now, even versus like a month ago. So anyway, it was interesting. I think it's mostly just like summer, funding summer stuff and modern slowing down a little bit. As Jake, as you've said a bunch of times on the program, there's a lot of Poke 1000aires, Poke 10,000aires, Poke 100,000aires that maybe for some of them, for a lot of them, they've never had money like that. And so it would be, they're seeing like, hey, it might be a wise time right now for me to essentially take those profits and lock those in and do something a little more life-changing than just having like a bunch of sealed product lying around or whatever it might be. So all those situations are different. Every one of the collections was different as well, but certainly a lot of modern singles and sealed getting kind of tossed around right now.
Yeah, it's an interesting time. July, I think, is going to go down. This July, it might go down as one of like the heaviest like sell-offs, maybe possibly ever, as far as like total volume, just because the number of people that are out there that are collecting heavily.
It's an interesting
yeah, it is pretty interesting. Okay, for me, lots of cool deals at Card Party, and just to single one of them out, it's only because the card that we received was so tough. But the Card Party, if you guys remember, you were all at Card Party San Diego, and it was not the kind of show where you felt like you moved anything worth $1,000 or more.
Nope.
And so when we went to Card Party this time, I still brought the big slabs, but I did not have big hopes and dreams for them. We spent most of our table space, the majority of it at least, on singles. But we did a lot of big, both like trades, sales, and buys of 4 and 5 figure cards. And the one that I paid the strongest on, and I am the most intrigued about, was a deal where a vendor towards the end of the show was trying to get out of this card, and he took in trade our Gold Star Mewtwo, PSA 8.5, and then a whole bunch of monies on top for this, which is the Roaring Skies Mega Rayquaza PSA 10.
Let's go.
This is a 14 cert. And it's this card has a print quality, or the set has a print quality so poor, despite being extremely heavily printed. Roaring Skies, like the Mega Ray and the Full Art Ray are very low pop. This is like 100 and change. The Full Art, I think, is in the 30s or 40s. And this card, the comps are almost all 2 and 4 certs, and they go for just under 30,000. The back of this copy, I put it on my Instagram, I think yesterday. It is like flawless. It's just an absolute beauty. And the people that are in the know, when I posted the card, they sent me DMs and basically said, like, I didn't even know that there was this card graded in this high of a grade. So it's exciting to own. And yeah, curious what I will do with it. And for the time being, it has a home here at Jar John Collectibles.
It has big aura.
It is very tough.
It does. We talked a lot about those cards when we had Will on, I think, right? We compared that card and its contemporary and ancient origins, I think.
Yeah.
And we noted that the price of the raw single was like 3x in the favor of the ancient origins one, but the PSA 10 is like 2/3 or so, I think, of the price, and it was just a gem rate thing. So yeah, very, very hard card to gem. Very cool, man. And I have to imagine there's going to be some very serious Rayquaza collector that will pry that from your hands at some point with an offer that's kind of too hard to refuse, and with a card that person knows they're unlikely to see a comparable anytime soon.
Yeah. I mean, all of the sales, and it's sold for like 26 to high, like 28,000 or so. The last 3 times all in a row, I think they were all 2 certs.
Yeah.
And you know, the back is just kind of chopped. Let's be honest. XY Full Art 2 cert. That's kind of what you can expect for most of them.
Yep.
So yeah,
would get an 8 today kind of quality.
Yeah. If your slab cracked and you had to resend it in, like, you will not get a 10.
Yeah,
that's all there's to it.
It is facts.
Yeah.
Nice, man. Congratulations. Fun deal.
Yeah. We will see. We'll see how it turns out. I'm kind of going against my own advice that I've been giving for a while, which is to sell Rayquazas because they're, this is the time that they've peaked. But like,
this one's the exception.
This is kind of an exception.
Yeah. Yeah. Genuinely rare
never
ones.
See it again.
This isn't a Ray VMAX.
Yeah. That's it. That's another thing is like it's now at a price point and a classification of card where like the actual condition of this copy demands a true premium, and that's just all there is to it. And a lot of people who kind of aren't in that world quite yet don't understand that that's how a lot of those cards trade. Gold stars, crystals, things like that. When the copy is exceptionally clean, they can command serious premiums. An example of this would be with our Gold Star Rayquaza that closed on alt for, what was it, 600?
680?
675, yeah, something like that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like cleaner copies of that card have sold much closer to $1 million privately.
Right. Yep. Well, exciting, man. Fun.
Yeah.
I have actually thoughts on things like that. So it's probably a perfect transition for us to get into the tall grass. Maybe we call on, JT and Trey, also both Pokemon game ball knowers.
Yes.
Where do you guys think, what are we going to run into in the tall grass, and where in the tall grass are we venturing, guys?
Okay.
Well, I want to head to Mount Silver because shout out to my boy here, Trey, the Jarvitar. So
wow.
I'm gonna start you there.
Okay.
That's where I'll head. Go ahead.
So we've gone over to Kanto in our Johto play in our Gold and Silver playthrough. We've beaten all the gym leaders there, and now we've unlocked the ability to go to Mount Silver. And there's those little
surf across.
Yeah. We are wandering around looking for a little larvae. Okay, Okay, I got kind of lost in the. I got lost in just imagining myself playing Pokemon. That I was like, okay, what am I talking about again?
Are we live on a podcast right now, or what?
Being live is hard,
man.
Oh yeah.
Usually when I'm live, I'm just playing Pokemon, so it's like, I can kind of like hit two birds with one stone there, but.
Okay, that's all good. I think the chat gets the idea. We're gonna run into some Hitmon topics.
I'm gonna introduce the topic.
Which
is that what I'm doing?
Is
the Latias Gold Star sale.
Yay! Nice. Okay, so Latias Gold Star, I believe the first public sale in close to 2 years. From my quick research on this, I think November 2024. One of these puppies sold for about 1/10 of this price. So this auction just ended a couple days ago on Alt. I've got some thoughts on this, but maybe one of you guys start first on this.
Just a quick hypothetical scenario, guys. Like imagine you are relatively well off in 2024, and you like Pokemon, and Latias is your favorite card, and so you buy this card for what did it go for, like 25, 30K,
30, low 30s, yeah.
Yeah. You buy it and you're like, wow, man, like this is rare and I like it. That's a lot of money, but I'm doing well professionally. And then you don't interact with the hobby at all. And you're not online and you're not collecting. And then you just kind of on a whim decide to auction it off and you get 10x. Like it's kind of crazy, right?
It's like you invested in Nvidia because you like gaming.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly right. What a huge sale.
Pop 22. I mean, it is a genuinely rare card.
Yes.
What's the back look like?
It's not bad. We looked at it. So it's a 4 cert. Yeah. I don't think it gets a 10 in the modern era. Let me see if yeah, there we go. It has a little bit of whitening in this corner, a little bit of whitening in the bottom left corner, tiny bit in the bottom right. Yeah. Not bad on the upper right. So, we've seen much worse, like 2 cert gold stars go for more. But yeah, I mean, it's a 10 for that era. It's probably a 9 today or something if you were to regrade it blind, but it's a pretty good copy as these things go. Mm-hmm. Front looks great. In my opinion, it might have a little swirl going on there.
Yeah.
Maybe a little one trying in its mouth. It looks like a pretty good copy. Like eye appeal, centering's good.
Yeah, we ranked this in what, A tier
Let me see if I can find that. I don't remember, but
I like the Latios. I really do. So much better than the Latios, which I think we put in F.
I think we decided that Latios might be the worst one.
Yeah.
We
Pop
put
22. Pop 22 makes it the second rarest gold star in a 10, I believe.
Behind Torchic.
So yeah, really strong. Also from Deoxys. I think whoever had this is pretty dang like involved in the Pokemon market, because it comes to market the auction block after the Gold Star Rayquaza, which hits all-time public high, same set. So this is not a bad move from whoever owned it, but what it will do inevitably is pull up the market on 9s, 8s, 7s, 6s, 5s, and so on for Latios that, in my opinion, have historically been way, way too cheap. Mm-hmm. Like you can get, at least you could get like mid-grade Gold Star Latios and Latios for just like a couple $1,000 for a long time, even during vintage boom. So I don't think that will be the case anymore.
We put Latios in the mid B tier. It's really tough competition, so it is a great card. Mid B tier is very competitive. It's Suicune, Mudkip just ahead of it, and Umbreon right behind it was where we ranked it. So that's pretty good placement. We did put Latios as the worst one, with many, many insults about it looking like bathroom products. It was compared to 4 or 5 different bathroom products during that stream. So yeah, this is the much better art. I think we pretty much all agreed. Another thing I want to kind of call out here maybe is I was doing a little bit of research preparing for a video that maybe is sort of the counterpoint to a very recent video I put out where I kind of talked about the snowball effect in vending. And there were some comments that were saying, well, what if there's like a really bearish market or a downturn or a crash like pretty early on in that process, then sort of what happens or what do you do? And so I started looking at like sports cards and watches and fine art that have all like in the last few years had rough patches. And one of the interesting things when you come out of those rough patches, two things have happened in all of those spaces. One is that some of the all-time highs we haven't gotten back to those for a lot of those items. A second thing though is that if they weren't accepted before that as an asset class, they largely are now. And so I know right now in Pokemon, I sense that there is like a tension or a battle going on almost to like resist the asset classification of Pokemon cards. We've had 25 years of it being sort of just like a safe space for nerds who like Pokemon cards. And obviously over the last several years, a lot of deep pockets from people who buy stuff like this, institutional money and all that, so on and so forth. Opportunists for sure that are, you could argue whether they're good or bad for the hobby, but people who are buying cards like this will still be buying cards like this. They will still be wealthy if there's a downturn. And so it has made me a little like, if you're thinking about the durability of your business long term, understanding how to do high volume, low ticket sales, that'll still work. You want to have 10,000 listings on eBay, that'll work if and when Pokemon's 50% dead compared to now. And same thing for this. Like the people that are buying this, if this goes down and there's a sale for the market goes down 40% and there's a $200,000 copy of this available, the types of people who are buying this like it even more at $200,000. Like the acceptance of the rebrand to an asset class, these kinds of sales had me reflecting on that.
I just gotta say, Ricky, you are such a ball snower.
Ball snower.
I just gotta put that out there.
No joke. No joke. When Ricky dropped the thumbnail to that video, I DM'd him and I said, snowball, more like noseball.
Noseball, yeah.
he 100% did.
Yeah. We're on the same wavelength there, Trey. Yeah.
Well, to your point, we saw what was it? A huge lot on Fanatics, and like a couple days ago, where was it? Espeon Prime did 90,000.
Yes. English Espeon Prime just like beat all the publics for. I think that makes it the most expensive public Prime sale ever.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Wow. It's Jake has been talking about it for a while, and to me and to a whole lot of other people, when it comes down to it's like the high tier niche vintage of popular mons, of low pop popular mons, high profile cards. They're running away with it because they've entered a price tier that's only accessible by people with so much money that it doesn't matter anyway. And so things like Latias Gold Star, Latias is a mon that because of the Lovebirds and other high-profile Latiases, it's known by people who don't know Pokemon or anything, and they can enter into this card with confidence in its strength.
Yeah, another hypothetical here is like the Gold Star Rayquaza sells. It gets a lot of press. People the news about it moves around, and some guy says, "Hey, check out this card that went for 600,000." It's like, "Oh wow, how can I get one of those?" Well, you can't. It's kind of it's private, and no one's really going to get access to it. And then this auction pops up, and it's like basically the next best option when it comes to Gold Stars and same set and similar rarity, even more rare, that kind of stuff. And then the people that missed out on the Rayquaza are like, "Oh, I'm not going to miss out on this." Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I think you're exactly right, Trey.
It's crazy. The people that have the biggest pockets have the most FOMO of all. That's something I've learned. Like, it's we think like just the average guy or woman has FOMO, but no, it's the people that have the most to FOMO about. They are the biggest FOMOers.
That's so funny you say that, JT, because you think, oh, well, that's probably not the case because they're really scrupulous with their money. But like the fact of the matter is that people who are wealthy have, by and large, gotten wealthy because they have deployed capital successfully. And deploying is another word for spending. And you say this kind of tongue in cheek in this hobby, like spend money to make money kind of thing, but like it's true.
Yeah. Well, I can imagine that if you're someone who has access to a product and you don't, or access to an experience or product and you don't get that experience or product, you're going to feel more FOMO than someone who never had the chance in the first place.
That's exactly, I think, what JT, 100%.
That's
exactly what JT's saying. Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Well, fun, all-time highs on stuff like this is, it's interesting, right? When we're talking about, I think Jakey said this last stream, I've been thinking about this a lot since then. The Pokemon market's crashing or whatever. I don't watch Pokemon YouTube investing content, but I have heard people saying that that's what they're talking about in Pokemon investing YouTube content. And, it's like, okay, sure. Like the last 3 super modern sets aren't $400 a box upon release. Like that's that. If that's a crash to you, sure. But then we've got this every week. We've got sales like this to talk about, just topping anything anyone could have expected prior. So I think we're still booming. It just depends on exactly where you look.
Yeah. Oh no, the Greninja SIR from Chaos Rising is down 35%.
Yeah. Well, that's honestly the irony of that is like that's what it used to always be like. Like what's happening with Modern right now is what has happened with Modern for the rest of time, except for one very narrow time between Surging Sparks and Ascended Heroes.
Totally.
Like all the other times, new products came out and they crashed, and no one would touch it for 6 months if they were on the secondary market.
Yeah.
Someone had asked earlier, News 6 had asked, do we think the sell-off, I think referring to me talking about a lot of people selling collections, especially Modern, impacts the ability to buy product in stores? And I think really related to that here is, I don't know that the sell-off does. They're certainly kind of interrelated, but yeah, maybe over-leveraged people who like, yeah, you'll just find product in stores because these sets aren't popular and they're hard to make money off of if you are a Pokemon not caring about Pokemon scalper. You're not like clearing the shelves. So yeah, I think like it's maybe for the first time in a long time, if you waltz into a Target, you might just find some Chaos Rising or Pitch Black on the shelves, which is fantastic. That's the way it's supposed to be for Modern. So anyway, that's not to get too off topic here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, also to answer your question, answer that question, it depends. The next set with the 30th anniversary will not be available at retail stores.
No.
It will not.
No.
So just be ready for that.
And then it's Delta Rain, 1 or 2 sets after that, which I'm expecting will probably have demand as well.
Yeah.
So
The only chance that it doesn't is like, it's Mega Rayquaza, and then everything else is, what Mr. Mime and what's another Bruxish. SIR. Like that's the only chance that people have for Delta Rain to be in stock.
Cricketot. It's just like every like random mon. Cricketot SIR.
Yeah, it's like a SIR Munna, which I don't even know what Munna looks like, I'll be honest.
Munna's like the little round, it looks like kind of like a Fampi. Yeah. Actually, an SIR Munna could be cool just because of the colors, to be honest.
Okay.
The illustration rare from Black Bolt White Flare is really nice.
They're right.
Yeah, here we go.
Okay.
No,
I guess I'm just not even a Pokemon enjoyer.
Yeah, you don't even like Pokemon, Jake. You don't know the obscure IRs from a set that had 156 of them. Like, do you even like Pokemon, dude?
Sorry, Jake. You actually walked into a stream with 3 Munna apologists.
I guess we did.
All right, let's keep it rolling here. Our second Hitmon topic here is this continued trend. We don't feature, I mean, if we talked about this, we would just end up talking about this in every single program if we were trying to highlight every time a vendor got robbed at a show or whatever it might be. But we are seeing in response to some of these types of events, maybe a little bit of an increase lately in people announcing intentions to vend less or to not vend at all anymore, in part for fear of their personal safety. What do you think about the and disillusionment? I think is one of the other things people talk about. What do you guys think about? Obviously, this specific story is terrible, and I don't think we have anything new to add to the discourse around that. It sucks that vendors are getting robbed, and you have to watch out and all that stuff. But what do you guys think about vendors like reconsidering shows or shows in certain areas because of the increasing trend in robberies and so forth?
Yeah, I mean, I'll say something. I just feel like, obviously it's extremely sad, right? Because right? We love this hobby. I'm sure the person that, this vendor loved the hobby, and loves to interact with the community. And it's great that like vending has become so popular. I mean, I think the values of these things have just like skyrocketed, right? And what that's going to always bring is, bad actors into that space at the same time. And it's I think that as time goes on, I'm hoping, this is just like me being optimistic, is that like people will adapt against that as well to protect themselves, protect each other, right? Venues and things like that. People, like, insurance is going to grow, right? Like, this is a largely unregulated space right now, and as it becomes more, I think like professionalized in a way, it's a good way to put it. I think that we will, more security will be gained, but I think there will always be eyes on people because of the fact that there's a lot of money in this, and it's there's a lot of easy ways to like quickly flip it as well. Like, these cards are very liquid, and so yeah, I mean, it's not really a major opinion here or point, but that I'm truly making, but it is super sad, but it's also like a something that I think is important for us to think about how it affects the future of the hobby, where I think security will improve. I think people will learn a little bit more than we can't operate in the same ways that we used to operate, is long story short. Yeah.
Well, one thing though that I can't help but think is like, this is a genuine concern that is on the mind of everyone that is vending high value inventory. But in my experience, I can't imagine being so fearful that I would get out right now.
What if you had just been robbed for 6 figures?
If I had just been robbed, is that specifically where? But I thought the people that we're specifically talking about are people that are leaving because of the fear of robbery, not those who had been robbed.
No, you got it right, Trey. Yeah,
I think it depends on your proximity to the situation in question, right? Like, the more close to home it hits, the realer it feels. But yeah, I think JT is onto something with the fact that the hobby has been like, there's so much like money sloshing around in the hobby that it's going to attract the bad actors, of course. But what hasn't caught up in the hobby is like, and maybe there's good and bad parts of this, but what hasn't caught up on the hobby yet is like admitting that there's that much money in the hobby, and that comes down to like people who vilify investing in business content about Pokemon in the first place. But like, that phenomenon is the same kind of symptom of people not taking the security serious enough. And I'm not talking about like, vendors being ignorant to their relative danger and the fact that they could be a target, because there's when something bad happens like this, you can always look back and say, oh, if I only would have done X, Y, and Z, this wouldn't have happened. Like, there's no perfect way to defend yourself, because you never know what can happen. But one thing that I have noticed as these amount of situations have increased, only a handful of shows have really taken it seriously.
totally.
And shows that are like extremely lucrative, shows that are taking in millions of dollars per event, are still seemingly not getting enough security on board. Like, I once again, we're going to shout out Front Row. Front Row has armed cops up and down the aisles at every show, all day long, in the lobby, in the parking lot, on the show floor. Like, I've been in Front Row many times where someone gets taken down by cops because they were caught stealing. And so, like, maybe the other shows that I've been to that don't take it as seriously are, maybe they are doing something, but it's just like more undercover. And so, you're not meant to see it and to be intimidated or something like that. But, man, I think that when there is so much opportunity and the business is so lucrative, but it is still potentially so scary because there's so much value just sitting in a display case on top of a table. The shows that are taking the revenue from patrons and vendors in the form of table fees and admissions and stuff need to factor in more security into their business model, because you can't have vendors who don't feel safe dealing at shows like that. That's a non-starter for the future of the hobby.
Yeah. That's a great point. I saw a story circulating in our kind of local vendor community about a show that we vended a few times before that has been running for a long time. And someone had asked maybe in the comments on Instagram something like, will there be security? And the response from the showrunner was basically something to the effect of like, it's in a public mall. Security is the mall's responsibility. And so that story circulated because obviously no one liked that response. Sort of like, hey, sure, yes, and you're running a show. Like the mall doesn't normally have like millions of dollars with patrons and vendors to protect on any given Tuesday, right? Like this is you're running a card show. Like you could invest in a little bit of additional security. And so that when those stories circulate, vendors start, there's a lot of great card shows around places like the San Francisco Bay Area. Like you start looking at that and thinking, hey, if there's had like this past weekend in the same area that show and another major showrunner here had competing shows within a few miles of each other, maybe you choose the one that has the better security. Because I went to one for an hour just to dump some stuff, basically to wholesale. And there was security in the parking lot. There was security at the corner. There was security waving wands on everybody on the way in. It was the first time I ever got stopped and wasn't allowed to go into the venue with a knife on me. They were clear, and there were security walking around. So is there more that they could still do? Sure. But is that an example of a showrunner that maybe took it a little more seriously than, well, hey, it's the venue's responsibility? Like, yeah, it looks like it. And people who attend shows and vend shows take note of those things.
Yeah.
And long term, that'll be an attractor that'll distinguish certain card shows from other card shows.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Paul Blart Mall Cop can only be in so many places at once.
Yeah, no, I think that's exactly my point. I think the hobby will catch up. It is behind right now because of how fast the money accelerated and grew right in the space.
Yeah.
And these showrunners, whatever, even vendors, a lot of people are just operating in that old way. You know what I mean? Even if they were operating in the 2024 way, like we're a long ways from 2024, 2025. And so I'm hoping and being optimistic that it will change. And people's mindsets will change, and just expect that you expect for there to be people that are out to get you. I know it's not a great way to live, but like if you live that way, you'll at least be a lot more prepared versus thinking that there aren't people that are not looking to find an easy target.
Yeah, agreed. It doesn't sound nice to feel like you have to be suspicious of people, but like when you're carrying some significant portion of your net worth in a roller bag, you probably do need to.
Let's move on to a happier topic for our final Hitmon topic here.
Ooh,
I'm gonna hit play on I know, Jake, you've got thoughts on this. I'm gonna hit play on this video and then run to the restroom. But this is a fun little leak. I don't know if I guess it's not really a leak. It's early access to product that has been posted online that seems to confirm a few things about the way packs are structured in the 30th anniversary product. So I'll hit play on this and we can kind of watch that together and y'all commentate.
Okay, so I saw this video come across Insta, and it seemed like this streamer, she opened what seemed to be like a binder collection, which had like 4 or 5 packs in it. And the thing that I thought was most interesting was that like what I didn't know before was that like there are just regular commons and uncommons in this set, basically.
It's not just a bunch of like legendary hollows like the 25th.
Right. It's not like Celebrations where it's kind of like the entire thing is a subset. It's like it is its own set. It has like it seems like every card is hollow.
Yep.
But like the packs seem to be, they have 10 or 11 cards in them. And the streamer hits like a regular EX in there.
Fuecoco
The
EX.
Fuecoco EX, which is cool, which means like there's kind of like bulk ultra rares in this set. It seems like she also opened maybe one of these like Pikachus per pack. It looked like at least.
There's at least one per pack. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
That was an IR.
Okay, yeah. So that's there's the product. You can see the like the plastic holder thing.
Yeah.
5 packs in it.
Yeah, so if you can get, what is it, like 8 commons and then uncommons, and then some sort of a special Pikachu in one of the reverse holo slots, maybe.
Is that a Shinji Kanda Pikachu?
Yes. There's a Shinji Kanda, there's a Komiya, yes. So yeah, it looks really interesting. It looks like it's gonna be an actual Pokemon card set, which in my opinion just says more and more about this set being just so super legit.
Yeah. It's when a bunch of the reprints kind of got teased, I was not the most stoked about the 30th, because I didn't really want to tread over the waters that the 25th did, because I liked the 25th for what it was, but I didn't need another 25th. But every new day that I get new information about the 30th, I get more excited about it.
Yeah. Ricky, would it be appropriate to also potentially look at what Ern was talking about in his video with this crazy green Mew?
Yeah, I was actually going to say the exact same thing. So let me see if I can, I'll pull the screen share away, see if I can just find the right thing.
Okay, so
yeah,
I'm
so you're
sure
talking about, it's called like RGB?
RGB, yeah. And I'm sure most of the chat has like seen what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So what I don't understand is it seems like there are multiple creators who are like saying this card is going to be exceedingly rare, but I don't understand like where they're getting that information.
Right.
Yeah.
Like its relative pull rates. Like I think Ern said like he thinks it could be like a $10,000 card raw because it's going to be as rare as a magic chocobo. And I'm like, how do you guess that based on the leaks that are out there?
Vibes based.
I think you can look at comps in other, like Lorcana, I think has an enchanted rarity that is kind of similar. It's like 1 in 20 booster box cases or something like that.
But how do we know that this is that rare?
I know, right? Like it's already been pulled.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even think this is real, but I'm just just saying.
People saying that I shouldn't think this is real. I'm reacting mostly to the videos that I've seen people already talking about it.
I mean, I don't know if it's real or not. I know it's hideous. I will say it's 100% ugly. That'll be my take on this. Like,
it's just the right shade of
$10,000 on that. Like, yeah, you want this Dookie Green Mew? Like, be my guest. Like, I'll make sure we have one at our table to sell it to someone that likes it. But it won't be for me.
I'm with Ern. I'm not going to make any judgments on how it looks until I see it in person. Like when the Victini and stuff was dropped from Black Bolt White Flare, I was not a fan. Yeah. In person, I think that card is tight.
That card is really cool. The Victini is really cool. The red pops. This, I don't know. I'm not gonna hate too hard. I don't want to.
It wasn't in the booklet scans for the set. Did we get every page of the booklet? And what is there a world in which they put out a card that's not in the booklet?
Right.
If they did that and it's like actually a secret capital S secret rare, like a playground rumor
S
type
plus.
card,
yeah,
that'd be kind of tight. I wish that it didn't look like this.
He looks drunk. Like it just looks bad.
I feel like I'm drunk looking at it. This is me after like a few shots, and I'm like,
that Mew doesn't look like it's floating. It looks like it's like stumbling out of the bar, and it's turned green because it's about to vomit. It's just bad. Like
okay, well, what if the story of this Mew is like when they captured the Mew to take its DNA to create Mewtwo? See, like, what if it's suffering? You don't know. Maybe it's sick.
Yeah, bro, that sounds so cool.
Yeah, I want the suffering Mew.
If my Mew isn't in pain, I'm not paying 10 grand.
Oh my gosh. Could you imagine if this is real and people just call it like drunk Mew or suffering Mew, like we call it bubble Mew?
No, we need to coin this card's nickname on this live stream right now so that we can collect a cent every time someone says, you know how smart the person who said bubble Mew first feels right now?
Right? True.
Suffering Mew.
Oh.
Suffering Mew. I like it.
No. Okay, ready? Acid Mew.
Acid Mew.
Acid Mew.
Acid Mew.
I like the Manic Marauder said actual booger Mew because people were saying booger Mew about the Solosis. That was strong. Yeah. Actual booger Mew is pretty good.
I don't know, guys. I just like, I like when they do new things and if they introduce an actually rare card, I'm down for that.
Yeah.
We'll see. We will see when this card turns out to be fake and this entire section of the pod was just like, pointless ruminating. Then we'll be able to look back and laugh.
That's half of my life is pointless ruminating about this hobby.
Yeah. And 99% of YouTube content about Pokemon cards.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, man. Come on. This is a very fake card of my pretend Pocket Monsters trading card game. Come on.
I told that Mew that he looked drunk, and he said, "Because I've been drinking." That's what we got. It's drunk Mew. We're going with that. I'm locking on that.
Wind Waker with a $20 super chat says, "Yo, we got Trey and JT in here. Glad they could make it. Make time for the greatest Pokemon card vendor / YouTuber of all time, and Jake."
This is wow. This is still my favorite bit.
Nice. Thank you, Wind Waker.
Yeah, well, I have thick skin, Wind Waker. I've been getting plenty of interesting comments like this. So you're late to the party.
Get in line.
That was actually kind of nice in comparison.
Yeah, true. Yeah, some of the DMs were saucy. All right, what's next?
What's next is me holding back that I've seen some people in the chat here who I saw say some things in the comments before. So if you're in the chat, you know who you are.
That's right.
And I know you're in the chat. We're doing the Double Hollow sponsored Payday or False Swipe next.
Wow.
So we are comparing, in this case, two Greninja sets. We've actually talked a little bit about one of these Greninjas in Chaos Rising. And so we're going to take a look at Twilight Masquerade. I think the interesting, there's a lot of things here. I think one that comes to mind for sure immediately. So Chaos Rising box is about half the price of Twilight Masquerade. That's not terribly shocking, but they essentially move opposite. We don't have a lot of history to work with on Chaos Rising, obviously, but Chaos Rising basically just going down as Twilight's gone up steady. Twilight kind of marks the beginning. They're both Greninja sets. You could argue there's not a ton else in them. We'll look at them a little more closely in just a second, but they're very Greninja top heavy sets. And when Twilight came out, it came out into kind of the start of the hype in a lot of ways. It was like one of the last things you could really get for $100 on the TikTok shop or whatever. And then, the Chaos Rising is released into a slightly colder market, maybe. Jake, you've commented on this sort of stuff a lot. Like when something is released in terms of hype, just seems to have sort of a permanent effect on its price. But what do we think about this comparison, Chaos Rising and Twilight?
I remember when Twilight was released, that weekend I was at the Denver Card Show in 2024, and it was a nothing burger. Like, I remember turning down opportunities to get the Greninja when it was like $100. People just had like stacks and stacks of boxes and ETBs. But yeah, it was kind of like, for whatever reason, right then the market decided that modern product was like going to be really hot, and the next set was surging, and we all know what happened since then. So the fact that this set was released then, and then like largely didn't really get like heavy booster box reprints introduced to the market, because that's just kind of what Pokemon Company did starting at this point. They just didn't overflow you with booster boxes. And then like the artwork, a lot of people think is kind of superior to the newer one. I personally think the Mega Greninja card is just as cool, if not cooler, than Greninja SIR. I'm not really a Greninja person. The set also has an Eevee in it, but yeah, I don't see a really material difference in the set quality that would lead the direction of this trend, other than just when it was released.
Yeah.
Just to refresh myself, I pulled up the two sets and I'm looking at them side by side, and I think we really do have two of the most comparably mid sets. I like a lot of the cards in Chaos Rising. I like the Froakie Frogadier connecting art into the SIR Greninja. I like the Xerneas. I like the Crobat. I really like the Ampharos. The only SIR that actually really matters to me is the Greninja, and that's pretty comparable with Twilight Masquerade.
Yeah.
I love
the trainers are very nice on Twilight Masquerade.
That's true.
I am
people
a
don't
known
always love
Perrin
trainers.
fan.
Okay.
I'm a known
it's
Perrin
beautiful.
fan.
With the Growlithe, it's beautiful.
It's
I mean,
good.
the Carmine is great. The what is it, Kieran? Like those are nice. Like they're like very artistic, and it really paints the scene. Like if you play, I mean, I know you've played the game, Trey, but like when you're they're at the carnival and all that, it's really cool. I appreciated that set for the artwork purposes.
And I like the Ursaluna, but it's with both of these sets, it's the same reaction. It's just kind of like a
Yeah.
I like it, and given that same reaction, it's interesting. We're seeing such a disparity between the two booster box prices, and I think it's absolutely right that we are that the only real contributing factor that we can talk about is just the when it was released and the hype that was associated with it.
Go ahead. Yeah.
With a set like Journey Together that was released already with like a bad taste in people's mouths purely just because it followed Prismatic Evolutions, it's unfathomable when I look at that card list that it's as cheap as it is compared to other Scarlet Violet sets. Yeah. And so we know that just superficial factors like that can strongly affect a booster box price.
Yeah. For sure.
What I was going to say about it was that I love that Chaos Rising is very affordable, because what I believe is that this is going to be a very nostalgic set for the youngsters that do still exist. I know Pokemon has become very much about adults with adult money.
I'll be a youngster at heart for the rest of my life.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love shorts. They're comfy and easy to wear.
Yeah, I'm going to be wearing my hat backwards at age 45. Watch me.
Youngster Jake and Trey are going to love this set in a few years. But yeah, that's just like, I guess that's like a super duper elite forecast, like very, very far into the future. But I think sets like this, while they don't pop out to people who are, more invested money wise. These are the sets that kids are ripping. And that's a beautiful thing that that there are some sets.
That's a great point. A lot of the kids that maybe have brought packs to our table to do pack battles with us, they're bringing Chaos, Perfect Order, Pitch Black, and it's because they're in the situation where parents can justify getting a $4 or $5 pack.
Yeah,
so I think it's good to have this.
Yeah. It's getting master set. Like kids are just coming up to us like, oh, I need the last card, and I need, even if it is the Greninja, it's still like affordable and for comparatively to other sets to get the biggest chase card and complete the master set. And so I think it's beautiful and very healthy for the future, and a set that will be very much appreciated long term.
Well, I think that we've helped complete at the table right there, 2 or 3 different Chaos Rising Master sets, Jake.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we sold both of the big Greninjas to one kind of family who were that was to finish their set just this past weekend, I think, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Great take. Shout out to, we're going to take a closer look at actually the top 10 cards in each of these sets in just a second. Shout out to Double Hollow for sponsoring this. Always want to share the disclosure. Jake and I are part of the team that's helping build Double Hollow. We give feedback to make it as good as it can be. So Shout out to the folks that have already used it, and shout out to them for sponsoring. And our next segment is very related. Pikachu's The Better Set, sponsored by Collector. Pretty much the way to build little portfolios and track things and search cards, and great card scanner all in one. And we're going to take a look at that Twilight versus Chaos top 10. So top 10 by value. It doesn't necessarily mean top 10, by art or whatever, but we've got that Greninja. I'll zoom in a bit. We got that Greninja, Busy Greninja. We've got that Parent we were talking about that connects with the Growlithe. It's a great EVIR, the Carmine, Chansey IR. We're in the $50 range now. Blood Moon Ursaluna, Lana's Aid, Sinistcha, that connecting Growlithe, currently about $30, and then Kieran. So that's our top 10 from Twilight. And then if we go over to Chaos, let's just take a look, and then we can kind of give some takes on it. We've got that Greninja at the top again. Also kind of busy Greninja. We've got the gold one. I was surprised actually to see the gold was less than the SIR. I feel like in a lot of the other sets, it's the other way around, but maybe I'm mistaken there, but I was surprised to see it. And then Cinccino, Dragalge, Floette, SIRs, 8, and then we got some of those trainers as well. So I think this AZ's Tranquility is pretty nice. Roxy's Performance is cool. And then we're kind of just getting into full arts. The full art Greninja at $12, the Froakie at 10, Xerneas at 9. I think these are awesome value for $10 cards. Very, very nice.
The Xerneas is gorgeous.
The Xerneas is awesome. It's great.
Yeah.
What do we think comparing these two sets, like more subjectively? What do we think of the art? Top 10 cards.
Twilight clears, like Arctic says.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's just more legible,
that
you know?
Yeah.
The
lives up to its name. It's very chaotic.
Yeah.
There's a lot of chaos going on in that set.
The Parent and the Growlithe connecting art is genuinely one of the most creative things that they've done as far as artwork. And that's just, and that's not me being biased, because I have pulled the Parent before. That was awesome. Jake and I did like a Christmas rip one year, and we did it, and I pulled it. It was awesome. But like the illustration rares, the Eevee is so strong, but especially that Chansey. That Chansey is like a cameo like fans' favorite card. You've got a Ditto there in the corner, a Psyduck in the corner, a Snorlax in the corner. Like it's just full of these, and a cute little Bellsprout. Like this is it's so good for that type of collector,
Yeah.
It's great.
Ursaluna is nice too. It's got all the little babies and the
look at that.
You
have like the
Munchlax is back there. Yeah.
This Ursaluna is my favorite SIR from the set.
I agree.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder. I think it's kind of a hot take. Is he like eating honey? It's kind of going Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, give me Pooh Bear.
And this is to lure you into a false sense of security before you encounter it in VGC.
Right. And get absolutely
you get
one-shotted.
You get absolutely nuked.
Yeah.
That thing's nasty.
Mind's eye.
I do love the little detail. The little Growlithe face in the camera is so good.
It's so good.
Very nice. It's beautiful.
Yeah. I think we are all in agreement on Twilight being the stronger top 10 here for sure.
But don't think that this is indicative that we're going to agree at all in our upcoming tier list.
No, I don't think it is. I think to that end, do we feel ready, guys?
I'm so ready.
I'm so ready.
All right, y'all. So let's move on to our main topic of the day. We're going to be creating the definitive, correct tier list of all shinings from Neo and crystals. I think it's 10 shinings plus 1 for the Coral Mew, which we're including, which I also include. And then the 9, I believe, crystals. And we're going to put them on the same tier list. And like last time, we are going to do vibes-based, 1 hard overrule each. And that we're not going to... if we want to bring up value, we cannot factor value into our rankings. This is completely it's everything but value. The art, the lore, the rarity, your own personal relationship with the card or the mon or whatever it is. One question I have, maybe now that we have 4 people for this, and Jake, you and I, we didn't end up totally using the hard overrule. Do we want to create any sort of restrictions, like you have to use the overrule, or that you can only move it up or down 1 tier from where everyone else has it? Like how do we want to do it, or do we just let it be? We just feel it out as we go.
No, I think kind of some power with the overrule is going to be interesting. But then, you know, we can always end the list with a big asterisk if someone decides to just go off the rails with it. Like, for example, like, you know, if JT out here saying that Celebi is going to be S tier, I'm probably going to just cut the stream feed right now.
Okay. Here's a question though. As far as the standards that we are taking into account when putting into these different tiers, are we only taking into account comparing to the other cards on this list, or comparing to all cards in general?
That's a good question.
Because I don't think any of these are an F tier card when you take into account the entirety of the TCG.
No, yeah, I think it's just in regards to, like, you know,
To each other.
the other cards that they're similar to. In this case, we're doing across shinings and crystals. So you're allowed to compare shinings to crystals in this case.
Yes.
Because none of these cards are actually Fs, but they can be in comparative to the other ones.
Right.
Yeah,
And that's what we did with Gold Stars too. And we said it a few times, right? Where we're like, because we had put, maybe somewhat controversially, we had put the Gold Star Celebi in F. And we're like, look, it's a bad Gold Star. It's still a Gold Star. Like, it's a good Pokemon card.
Yeah.
So we can take the same tack here, I think, of comparing it against its cohort. Though obviously we can talk about how we feel about it in the I think some of these stand, I guess I think some of these compare favorably across the entire history of the TCG as well.
Some of them are the best cards ever made, some of them.
Yes.
Here we go.
Let's go. Okay, guys. We're starting with Shining Celebi.
All right, I want to see Jake leave, so S plus. No, I'm just kidding.
Ban hammer.
I think this is actually a good benchmark. I think this is a very okay card when you take into account all the rest. I think this is a C tier Shining, personally. I don't think there is enough contrast from the pink background. I wish that you were able to get more out of the pose, but at the same time, you know, it gives me the similar vibes that Dark Celebi does, and Pokemon Forever is my favorite Pokemon movie.
Dark Celebi is way better than this.
I also agree.
This card is objectively bad. And when we look at the list, if we have nothing in F tier, then we're just a bunch of apologists. This, I would be sad to open a heavy pack and pull Shining Celebi out of Neo Destiny.
You'd be sad to pull Shining Celebi. You pulled a Shining card out of a heavy Neo Destiny pack.
There's so many just regular hollows from Destiny I would rather pull than this. This is just this card is lame-o. You can't even see it. It looks like who's that Pokemon?
The point of all of these cards is you can barely see them, except for
I wrote C- by it. Earlier today when I did this, I was doing some prep. I wrote Celebi C-, and so that's I want it in the C, but it's a low C. I don't think it's a D or an F. There will be Ds and Fs that I bring up today.
Okay, that's interesting. I was gonna say, if you look at it holistically, how many of the cards are really worse than the Celebi? It feels to me like we can put it in like low C or high D, I think is probably right, but we can always move things around, right? We started by putting Latios Gold Star in C, and we downgraded it. We downgraded it to the bottom of F.
It got demoted like 8 times.
Yeah. I don't hate putting Celebi in D. I think that's a good happy medium.
Celebi top of D for now.
Yeah,
I like that. That's a good start.
Okay.
Celebi will end up in F. Mark my words.
I might. It really might. Doug Holt said B. Just go into the chat. Lord of TCG F. Eagle Scout John B. Min C. So we're all over the map here. D.
It kind of is averaging out to a D though. If you averaged it,
I think it might average out to a D. So that's going to be a controversial one, but that's, we're here to make it definitive and inarguable. I think top of D as a good starting point. Let's look at Shining Charizard.
Charizard starts with the letter C. And while Shining Charizard is hard carried by the fact that Shiny Charizard has a cool shiny, I'm just showing Charizard's booty.
Yeah, so at Card Party this weekend, Goated Polls made a trade where he picked up a Shining Charizard first edition in a 10, and he brought it over to the table and was like, dude, I just got this. I just picked it up. And like, I looked at it objectively and I was like, man, like, it just is not a great Charizard card even.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
If you're reseller brained, you like this card because people want to buy this card from you in literally any condition. Yeah. Any condition this card sells. Yeah. But like, it's
any WoTC Charizard over this Charizard.
There's a lot of nostalgia for me. This is a card I've actually ripped like as a youngin.
Oof,
that youngster JT has ripped the Shining Zard. And so I do like, and like Trey said, that was a great point about it has an incredible shiny, right? Like it's a black Zard. Like that's dope. I love that. You know what I mean? So like for me, I cannot rate it lower than a B. Just personally. And so if I have to, I didn't want to use my override early, but if people are gonna try to throw it lower than a B, I will have to.
Bro's gonna use his override on the second.
I'll use it early. I really don't mind, just because I'm adamant that the black Zard belongs at least in B.
I was gonna say C.
I don't want to burst your bubble now, JT, but a real ball knower would know that Charizard's original shiny was more purple. And then was and then was made to be more black, and
it was purple because the Game Boy couldn't
have purple.
No.
Yeah, Game Boy.
Look up Pokemon Stadium 2 shiny Charizard right now.
Trey, your CRTV couldn't display the colors. Let's be honest.
Look up Pokemon Stadium 2 starting Charizard right now. I promise you, it's purple.
This is Pokemon Stadium 2 Charizard.
It's a 3D model rendered on an N64.
Shiny Charizard. Okay, we'll do this.
We'll get Acid Mew. Oh, what's that? Oh, what's that?
It's pretty black to me.
This is.
I'm just saying. It's like dark gray. I don't know. Yeah. All right, that side by side is pretty telling. But yes, back to Jake's point is that it's because the original Pokemon Game Boy does not have the right colorways in there. So
it's C for me. It's C for Ricky. Trey, what do you say? Does JT have to use his override?
I led the whole convo saying this was a firm C.
He did.
JT, I'm sorry. Are you using it? Are you using it immediately?
Yeah, if I'm using it, I'm putting it in A. So yeah, if I got to use it now, it's not just going in B. I'm gonna put it in A.
All right. Let's compromise and put it in B, and see how many we can put in front of it in B.
Okay, that's fair.
One of us is gonna use our override to counter JT's override.
I mean, if I'm gonna make you use it. But yeah,
no, I knew this was gonna be fun.
I'm okay with that. I like.
This is gonna be fun because Jake, you and I think agreed on a lot of the gold stars, and then JT told me when he came over a few days later, he's like, "Man, there's several of them that I did not see eye to eye with you guys on."
Yeah,
like, okay, great.
When I got back to my house, Fran looked me dead in the face and said, "Yeah, your tier list was booty."
Terrible. Just cheeks.
And I was like, sheesh.
We should do a bunch of these tier lists and then make a tier list for all the tier lists.
That's actually a good idea.
Infinite content glitch.
I actually like that idea unironically. Once we've done like 10 of them to like tier list our own tier list is kind of funny. Okay, Shining Gyarados.
All right, let's all say it together. Ready?
S.
3,
S.
2,
S.
S. Oh, S.
Yeah, you don't got to count down.
This is.
You guys ready for my hot take on this card?
Oh God, here we go.
And maybe it's just a lukewarm take. Here's my take on this card. It is the best holo card released up until its release. There's nothing released before it that is even close.
Magneton from base set would like to have a word.
Yeah, that.
Big,
Yeah,
big
I put
mama.
that one in my bike spokes.
No, the Big Mama Tagawa was a Neo
That's Neo?
Magneton.
Okay.
Magneton got like 3 or 4 full-on hollows early
Sure
on
did.
in the.
Yeah, it got a hollow in base, fossil,
Fossil.
rocket, and gym.
Yeah.
Like, what are we
Trying to
doing?
And then
Magneton.
also Neo Rev.
Yes.
Crazy.
Five
Really
hollows.
trying to pump
Okay.
the Magneton. That's funny.
So we all. Sorry, Trey. I didn't know you were going to do a countdown. We all said S. Yeah.
Yo, such a strong S. This card, and even taking away from the Shadow Double Hollow, it's the art here is incredible.
Yeah.
It's so good, and it encapsulates what is one of the most iconic moments in the entirety of the video games, is meeting the red Gyarados in the Lake of Rage.
Yeah.
When you're a kid and you surf out there and the sprite for Gyarados rolling around there is red, and you're
Mhm.
like, what?
I know. I was so confused.
It's so sick.
Yeah, it was like the introduction of shiny for me, right? Because like I don't know about you guys, but I didn't ever encounter anything shiny in my Gen 1 playthroughs ever once.
Yep.
Neither did I.
Yep.
So this being the red Gyarados when I played Silver for the first time, and you wake up to the news flash of there being red Gyarados sighting is like so tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so good.
Agreed. One of the better cards of all time. I think like if we made a top 50 all time, I think it's on that list.
There's a lot of Gyaradoses that are on that list.
There's a few good ones for sure.
So good.
Let's keep it moving, guys. Shining Kabutops.
I really like this one.
I actually do too. I think this one's cool.
This one, it has a really strong distinction of having a really great contrast from its background. And so when you look at it in the light and you get the hollow pattern exclusively on the Kabutops itself, it's like, no, this one is good. And then when you get it in a slab and there's no scratches on that hollow pattern and you're able to just do this, this is a great Shining. But I don't think I could put it in S.
It's not better than, it's the same like as the Zard, but not as good. So
No.
Some
it's
dissent.
literally, yes, this is that is not better. People you're gonna argue that it's better. Tell me exactly how it is better.
Because I'm not looking at its
Just compare
butt,
the two.
JT.
Well, Charizard's got a great butt.
If we just look at the hang on.
Got a great butt, it's okay.
I think the Kabutops has more aura. The sun behind it, the clear swords for arms.
Mhm.
It looks like a fossil came out of the water and is coming over a cliff. I mean, yeah. And the Charizard, even the drawing in the background, it's like a cliffs in the background.
Literally,
Yep.
the art in the
That's
background
true.
of
That is
Charizard
bad.
is like
It is
an
bad.
accident.
All I
No,
can
know,
say,
that is bad. It is
Clearly.
It does look unfinished.
clearly Kabutops is standing his ground and he's trying to fight. What's Charizard doing? It's running
Charizard's-
away.
He's flying above
It's-
him.
It clicked run on its option menu in the fight, and it's piecing out.
Charizard don't run.
I'm watching it do it right now.
Kabu was A for me.
Same.
Sam, what are you gonna say about that, JT?
Well, I mean, I already used my override again, so obviously, I guess I just
He
shut up.
used his override and we didn't listen.
Like I didn't even. I kind of had an override. Maybe I do or don't, but I just sit there and just take it. I guess.
Yeah, if you want to just click off the stream, that I know it's gonna be a late night.
I'm happy y'all had me here.
Yeah, everyone in the chat, thanks JT for joining today.
Peace out, y'all. Love y'all. Have a good night.
Oh, God. I guess I'll just shut up. I think A is perfect for this card. I agree. It's one of the stronger Shinings. It's an awesome card.
This is the chat says demoting JT to lower right leg. It's
Not even an
crazy.
arm. Dang. Okay. All right. Shining Magikarp.
I like this one a lot. I can't say S tier though.
No.
Thoughts?
Again, it's with the Gyarados in that it has an actual holofoil pattern going on, which is cool. It can get swirled up. double hollow opportunity,
Mhm.
a nice gold fishy.
Mhm.
When I was a kid, I remember looking at this and just thinking like, oh, they're just shining a light on Magikarp. I didn't realize that it was gold.
Mm.
But I think I'm gonna go for it. Doesn't clear Kabu for me, and so I would put it in B and see kind of where it lies at the end.
I agree.
I
totally agree.
Strongly with that take.
So what do you think, JT? Is it better or worse than Charizard?
It's worse than the Charizard. I just think it's too simple. It's too simple. I think like they could have done just like they did really well with the Gary. They didn't show Magikarp nearly half as much love in the art. And so I mean it's cool because it's a goldfish. Like that's beautiful. We like that. But I mean the Zard is so nice. I don't know why people are. I think it's like pop culture to hate on Zard because like, Zard is like it's the de facto mascot. Even though it's just like it's easy to hate on it. And I do agree, Jake, that the art does look unfinished. Like the I don't know whatever is the background of the Zard, that mountain cliff, whatever. That's really bad. But just the shiny Zard on that is beautiful. And in person, it is the one of the coolest like shining cards. Like actually just looking at the shiny that
I didn't know that we doubled back to ranking Zard again.
Yeah. I mean, you asked me. Somebody said, I think it was you, Trey, that said, how do you compare the Zard and the Carp? I think the Zard is better.
I'm going to defend JT against that comment about him being a Gen 1er. JT's favorite Mon is not a Gen 1 Pokemon. It is Grimmsnarl. So
Gen 8.
Yeah.
That's
That's
a
my favorite
cool shiny.
My favorite Gen 1er is Mewtwo, but yeah, I
number
do like
2
Zard.
Pokemon. Yeah.
Yeah,
So one thing I'll say about the Shining Magikarp, a lot of the people in the chat said Hookah pointing out, Manic Marauder pointing out that B tier is caked up is a pretty good take here on the
B for booty tier.
both from behind. The Shining Magikarp has an iconic anime episode, the Gold Magikarp anime episode. I think really does something for me nostalgically here. So as we go through, I like top of B as probably correct, but it would not hurt me if it ended up at bottom of A once we see where things settle. I think it's somewhere in that range. There he goes. Jarvitar on mute while opening the can.
That was intentional. I don't want to absolutely destroy the stream.
All right, guys. Koro Mew.
S.
one of the
This
greatest
is
cards ever.
This is a gorgeous card.
Yeah.
S.
S, but behind Gary.
No.
I don't agree. Above Gary.
Above Gary.
So this card benefits from some advantages that the other cards don't have, which is it's technically a Japanese Shining, which means it gets Hollow Bleed.
Yes.
And Japanese Shinings for that reason are better than English Shinings in every way.
Well, and it's Cosmos, right? So
it has Cosmos and the Hollow Bleed. The Hollow Bleed can swirl off of the square. I think it has 3 layers, so it can also have an incomplete hollow error rather than a double hollow. Not all Japanese Shinings have this hollow. The Gyarados does, but most of them are much more like the English ones.
Yeah, or it's exclusive to the Mon.
Well, that's true. Yeah, the Gyarados. Okay, yeah.
The Gyarados and the Magikarp and the Mew, I think, are the only ones that have the glitter hollow.
I haven't looked at one of like the Neo Destiny shinies in a while. Does the hollow pattern exclusively on the Mon give it a texture, like almost like an embossing?
Yes, it does. It does. And I think the texture is more noticeable, like crosshatch looking in the Japanese ones.
Yes.
They're a little golder, a little lighter in the Japanese ones too.
I rarely am looking at one of these cards with no sleeve and no top loader for obvious reasons.
Fair.
Yeah. I'm going S tier above Gary.
Jake, thoughts? Back me up. Hang on.
It's S tier, but Gary is above it for me.
I'm saying it's above Gary.
That's top right arm behavior, Jake.
Interesting.
I'm not going to die on this hill though. Because I know that Ricky will die on this hill.
So. What does chat think? What does chat think?
So it's actually mixed. Below Gary, 100%. Gary is above it, hands down. So pretty above Gary from Phantom Kaiju, above Gary from Eagle Scout John, below Gary for Forever Young TCG S high tier, above Gary for Arctic Turtle. So it's pretty mixed. I think leaning slightly on above Gary.
So, but not a single person thinks that this card is not S tier. Nobody here thinks.
I
It's not
think
S tier.
that's true. I don't think there was any real take. There might not even been a troll take. I think everyone said S.
Yeah, everyone locked in and got serious.
Yeah.
We don't want to
Yeah.
play. You don't play with Coral though. Like
This is one of the great.
And I think Hookah's getting to it here, right? Like Jake, you're saying I'm gonna die on the hill. I mean, if we said it wasn't S tier, I would absolutely die on that hill. Whether it's above or below Shining Gary, I don't know. It's my override because like we're talking about the grade. You know, if I make a top 50 list, these cards are almost certainly in it. So I think it's splitting hairs a little bit. I think we can leave it here and re-debate it later and see if one of us feels like using the override either way.
Fair.
Jake's definitely earning some Franny points right now.
Yes.
True.
Yeah,
True. Mew, Core Mew, best card ever.
There you go.
Wow. no spine at all. He's not going to stand on business at all.
Hey, pick your battles.
Right.
All right, guys.
It's a good husband right there.
Shining Mewtwo.
I love this card. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's great. The outline, giving it the contrast is great here.
I like it a lot.
it's actively using a move kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think it's like the most like A card maybe ever made. Like it's not an S, it's definitely not a B, but it is like the prototypical A. It's beautiful. It's a great mon, legendary. The holo is great. Like the outline is beautiful. Yeah,
I'm pulling this out of a Neo Destiny heavy pack, and I'm losing my mind.
100%.
Crazy. He's
The
about
chat
to shoot
is
that attack. Yeah.
I think I'm agreeing with JT. I think this is a high A tier card.
I agree.
Jake?
Yeah.
No objections. And the chat mostly agreed. I think there were a lot of, I think probably above Kabu here.
Yes. Please.
Not for me, but again, not a hill I'm going to die on. Kabu is extremely tough in my opinion.
Yeah, I think that we're giving Mewtwo a few more points because it's Mewtwo and not Kabutops.
True,
but I think the actual card of Kabutops is better.
I'm okay with it being here. I think the chat is a lot of high A could be S, A, S, S, my God, S, bottom of S, grown on me over time, Sal certified B tier. S, bottom of S, but please S from Wind Waker. Wow. And a lot of A's.
I like it in A because I know what's coming and I know we need to keep some space.
I think
so
too.
It in A.
I think so too. I like it there too. So let's leave it there for now, and we can always revisit. But let's get to Shining Noctowl.
Okay, now wait. How affected by the fact that this is Noctowl are we?
Barely. It's got fat head frump.
Yeah,
this is a bad card.
It's a bad card.
I actually kind of like Noctowl as a mon.
Noctowl's a cool mon.
Bobblehead
Noctowl. I actually think Noctowl's a cool mon.
No, Noctowl's a cool mon, but not bobblehead Noctowl. Not a fan of bobblehead Noctowl.
Here is my in defense of Noctowl, is that Ash Ketchum has caught one shiny Pokemon in the history of his run as the MC of Pokemon, and it was a Noctowl. And that tying into the TCG, that's cool. That's cool. I like that. But does that speak to the actual card art itself? I think it's a C tier card.
Yeah, give me an action shot. Give me a Pokeball like flying towards a Noctowl with light coming out of it.
100%.
Like that would make it a Grail. In this case, it is Fathead Frump Bird.
Hey, but the fatter the head, the more hollow there is. Like when you see this card in person and it catches the light, there's so much hollow on it because of that fat head.
They could have kept it simple and put him in a tree, and it would have been way more beautiful.
So true. Him in a tree would be sick. Him with coming straight at the camera with
you can't even tell it's a bird. It like talons, it literally looks just like a fat head.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't hate the card, but I do think when we're talking about ranking it against all of the crystals and shinings, it is unequivocally one of the weakest ones.
Yes.
It's the one you're
It's
least
Low
excited
key a
for, I would
prime. It's literally a
Low-key
prime card.
prime. Yeah, that's
That's a
real.
pretty good take from Jake
Great
Winner.
call.
I'm going somewhere around. How does
It's
it
better
compare
than
to Shining?
Celebi, though. It is
Better
than
or
Celebi.
worse?
Better than Celebi.
I agree.
Somewhere around here. High D, low C. High D.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Trey?
I'm cool with it.
Okay. Okay. All right, guys. Let's see what the chat is saying, though, real quick. Steven was saying C, Arctic Turtle C. Wheelie Boy, he's giving us the blue steel A. They gave him a Simpson head, B tier at least. So it's pretty. This one, Pancake Face Bird D. This is a very, very mixed one. So we're gonna leave it there for now. Body shaming the Pokemon again. Yeah, not as bad as the Gold Stars so far, but yeah. Listen, I've got a pretty large noggin on me proportionally, so I feel for him, but I can say it. It's not appropriation. It's it's my people.
You would not be happy if they put your head up in your Pokemon card. That
If
big.
I was,
you would be very unhappy.
Totally. If you gave me an iconic exclusive rarity and I was one of 9 English cards that was going to get this sort of foil, and then you made it just my the most moon face shot of me possible, I would be mad. I'd say, hey, dude, literally pick any other photo of all time.
Ricky, when are you doing like a Noctowl cosplay? I think you could actually knock that out of the park.
All right. Well,
You would Noctowl that out of the park.
We got there at the same time, Jake. Yeah. Shining Raichu, guys. Where are we putting Shining Raichu?
I like this card a lot.
Me too. It's an action shot, which is great.
And I like the perspective. I like that there's a little bit more. It's a lot more dynamic than the other.
It's giving Fukuda a little bit,
Yeah.
It's a cool card. I like the action. I like to think that he's doing like the stanky leg.
Yeah.
Do the stanky leg.
He's actually winding up for a high jump kick.
Or that, yeah. Some sweet chin music, a little Shawn Michaels action going on there.
What do you think? What do you think Raichu's bumping on his Spotify playlist?
Fetty Wap.
Out of the JBL speaker.
Yo, shout out to Fetty Wap. Shout out on the comeback. So glad you're back.
Yeah.
Right.
I think that this is a good first C tier card.
Yeah. Very, very mid. Very C.
Yeah, I'm here for that. Good Pokemon card.
Good card.
Good card.
Because
I agree.
This is C tier amongst Shinings and Crystals. Therefore, it is good card.
Yep. True.
Yeah, I think here's a determining, here's a hypothetical situation. Somebody hands you a stack of vintage cards that you might want to take into your table, and it's just a bunch of hollows and then one Shining Raichu. You'd be like, wow, cool.
You'd be like, oh,
nice.
oh.
But if it's like a bunch of hollows and then a Shining Charizard, you're like, oh. And then if it's Gary, you're like, we're making a deal.
Oh.
I need it.
The truth is, I pretty much buy any of these anytime they show up, but I do get what you're saying about the reaction. I think C is great for this card.
Yep.
I agree. Shining Steelix.
So bad.
Whoa. Okay.
So bad.
Whoa.
I want it to be an F. I don't like it. I think he is terrible. I like Steelix a lot as a Mon. Thank you, Jake. I knew I can get him out of there. Now that he's gone, I love it. Actually, no, I really don't like it. I really do not like that Steelix at all.
Go ahead.
I
do like it. I think it's similar to the defense I was making on behalf of Noctowl. The fact that there's so much hollow on this card, I think, is a point in its favor. It's a golden shiny. Gold Steelix's shiny is literally gold, and so that playing into it when you're looking at it in the light and in the reflection, also cool. It is a little bit spooky. It does look a little jack-o'-lantern-ish. It does look like it's coming to get you.
I actually think the jack-o'-lanternness is the best thing it has going for it, and I think it suffers a similar problem to the Gold Star Gyarados, which is that its body looks shrimpy. It's shrimpy. This is a metal shrimp.
Because of the perspective, because it's coming out at you.
But you add that to the low contrast of the darkness of the Shining. He's got a shrimpy effect here, and I don't know if I hate it the way that JT does, but I do think it probably belongs somewhere in that cohort of the D tier cards that we've currently put there.
I like it more than Noctowl.
Okay, I'm fine with that. I'm fine
What
with
do
it
you think,
being right,
Jake?
yeah, but like D for
This is in C for me, behind Raichu, pretty easily, honestly.
If we do that, then we have two cards in each tier, and look at that. Look at how like
True it looks.
distributed this is.
Yeah. Okay.
balance,
I'm
I'll
okay.
accept.
I'm okay with that. This is one of those where it's the same thing. It's like top of D or bottom of C. It's sort of I don't know if I feel that strongly, and JT seems to feel strongly, but he uses override.
I use my override. I gotta continue. I'm gonna continue to give my takes, but know that they mean nothing. So it's okay.
I'm just going to point out that we haven't even hinted at an item at a Pokemon going behind Celebi yet. Just going to throw that out there.
It's true.
True.
Let's put Tyranitar somewhere in this tier list, and then we will reevaluate if we got the Shinings right before we move on to. I think there'll be a good little intermission there before the crystals.
So where are we putting Tyranitar?
Where are you putting it? Where are you putting it at?
I don't need this card to be the top of S tier. I don't need it to be the top of S tier. However, if it's not in S tier, we're gonna have a problem.
Yeah,
It's not an S tier card.
Oh, it's not.
It's a great card. Power up, aura. It's great.
Yeah,
But also, he kind of looks like a pill bug.
Yeah,
He does have a slight pill bug thing. Someone said that's a S. Small arms equals cute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whatever
this
that
is
means.
just a Reptar Pokemon card.
Yeah. Any and all disagreement that you have, Jake, we can work out later. But this is an S tier card.
So I do like this card. I mean, Jake, I guess I don't know where you're gonna put it. To me, this is an A tier card.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
But like side by side with Shining Gary and Coro, stop it.
Not even close. Thank you. Yeah, I agree, Jake. It's an A. I mean, it's awesome. I love.
Put that triple chin away, Trey. You know it's true.
Is Trey going to use this? You're going to use your override to put it in the bottom of S.
Do I have to use my override while the card in question is being considered?
No.
It's not even close to your favorite Tyranitar. Like, come on.
No, it's great. This is the T-Tar from Neo.
Yeah, you're Tyranitar brained. That's all this is.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Good spot, Ricky.
Can we at least put it above
Good
Kabu?
spot, Ricky. Good spot, Ricky.
Can we at least put it above Kabu?
It's over Mewtwo, but not over Kabu.
Oh, y'all.
I kind of don't hate that, to be honest. I think this is acceptable.
I'm
A
literally
is
gonna
good,
rage- gonna
Trey.
rage
That
just for
A is
Shining
really
T-Tars
good.
in this art.
Okay. Trey, you can use the override at any time, especially because we're going to do some reconstructing at the end. But
here's another thing. It's the only dark type Shining, giving it the black rules text, which is also hella cool.
That's tough.
Like, look at that in contrast with all the others.
It's a great card. It's a great card. But then again, like, look yourself in the face and tell me that you wouldn't say that Shining T-Tar isn't even like a top 5 T-Tar for you.
I think I did, though. I literally made a top 5 T-Tar list.
Here it goes.
On my Instagram. Did I not?
Right now, the S has the best Mew of all time, the best Gyarados of all time. We cannot put the not best Tyranitar up there. In this.
Okay, well, every T-Tar card clears every other card, so like I don't know what you want from me.
I
think I did put it like second place in my ranking.
Really?
Yeah, behind my Pop series. And the Pop series, like, that's just because I'm, so nostalgia brained by that card.
So he's gonna hold on to his override for now.
I am. I'm gonna hold on to it. I'm gonna see how the rest plays out.
Some of the chat opinions are kind of all over the place, actually. Charizard is better, says Adam. Barndoor says more iconic than Coro.
I won't even I won't even argue that. I think that's crazy.
Top
But
or middle of B.
That's crazy.
Super Saiyan T-Tar is S.
Thank you.
A tier, but loses for the Hust spelling error. Yeah, it does have a spelling error in the text. High B. Bro invented Aura. That's the same
Exactly.
barn already. Solid A. Wind Waker reminding you have an override. So I like where it's positioned right now, but we can come back to it. Okay, guys. So that's the Shinings done and dusted. It kind of feels customary that the one that stayed at the bottom and kept getting leapfrogged over maybe contextually actually belongs in the F tier. Do we demote Shining Celebi in part for evenness and distribution, but also when everything is getting placed above you, you're one of the worst cards in the series here.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
Yeah, I mean something has to be an F. Like something has to be worst.
True.
If you're not first, you're last. Yeah, I don't hate it.
Okay. Okay. All right. Downgrade that shiny onion, says Fandom Kaiju. Okay, Celebi is F. Come on. Okay. All right. And JT even agreed. Okay.
Yeah, it's a miss. They missed.
So
on that card.
We're getting into the crystals now. So we are now ranking in the same tier list the crystals both amongst each other, but also as they compare to the Shinings. And we are going to start with Crobat.
This isn't even the best Crobat from the e-readers.
No. Yeah, there's 2 Crobats in Skyridge, and this crystal is the worst of the 2.
Yeah.
There's nothing. I'm not getting anything from this card. I don't know what it's doing. It's a flying Pokemon that doesn't look like it's flying. That's just weird. It looks like it's just like on the ground on its 2 little wings. Like, yeah, it's not good.
What are the colors?
Perspective is bad.
What are the colors on like its inner wings? Is this supposed to be a shiny Crobat?
I don't think it is.
Because
I don't think any of these are.
Does it? I mean, I guess in terms of ranking, I don't know if it matters. It is clearly maybe it might be the worst crystal.
No. I have strong opinions on one of these being worse.
Okay. I have my guesses. I mean, there's only 2 other options that I think are debatable. I think we can probably. My gut is telling me, in context of the crystals are so cool. If you were to say, hey man, you get a PSA 7 of any one of these cards, pick. I think the Crobat is like way towards the bottom. I think this is like a D tier above Noctowl.
I'm seeing it as maybe I'm just e-reader brained, but I like it more than the Steelix.
I wouldn't agree. I wouldn't argue with this if we moved Steelix to the top of D.
Yeah. I would be cool. I would really be cool with that. Actually. I would like super be cool with that.
How cool about it would you be, JT?
Oh, I'm ice cold, baby.
You sound so cool.
I'm ice cold. Oh man. Cool as the other side of the pillow.
Are we okay with this?
Yeah, it's fine.
Jake?
I mean, yeah, it's probably not even a C tier card though.
Yeah.
Okay, so then if it's
what about
better than
that?
Steelix,
Yeah, it's probably like this.
It's probably like that.
Maybe.
okay. Let's settle here for now. We can always mix it up later. Golem is next.
This thing is tough.
Yeah, that's a good.
I like this one.
I think this one's underrated. That's interesting.
Super
I thought this was a contender. I mean, I think in context, it's a contender as one of the worst ones, but I think it's really cool. The pose, like he's really doing something in this one.
Yeah. He's contemplating. I believe this is the only hollow golem card in WoTC.
I don't think so. I think there's another.
No. There's Expedition.
Yes. Yeah, he looks tough in that one too.
He's kind of squatting on your head.
Yes.
Kind of looks.
Ayakusube, the sketchy one.
I love that golem card, but I wouldn't say it's tough. It looks like he's taking a little bit of a poop.
Yeah.
No.
You mean the expedition one?
Expedition one. Yeah. I really love this crystal golem. I think he's really tough.
I think it's a solid B. In my opinion.
For me, it's B tier. It's a B tier card.
I like it. I don't think
the backdrop is great.
I don't think I'd put it above Charizard.
No, I wouldn't either. wouldn't
So right
dare.
there, bottom of B.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I am too. I was thinking top of C, bottom of B. Number one Golem card. Looking at the chat now. Golem is B, if not A. Adam says D. Strong round boy, if that's my wife. B.
Strong.
So she agrees with the B. A tier for sure. C above Raichu. B. Wind Waker says S. A gotta be an A, says Sal. So people are kind of converging around like it's a good card, upper middle card. I think bottom of B tier is acceptable for now.
For whatever reason, when I'm thinking about these crystals, this is so weird of me. I'm also taking into account the guards that I've put on the slabs that we sold. This does factor into my brain. And some of these, like that golem with like a ruby guard, goes so hard.
Yeah.
It's good.
The backdrop is very nice. And
It's
it
very
looks,
cool.
To me, I imagine him, he's just like, scouting out where he's about to do it. He's just gonna roll off that cliff in like 10 seconds. He's just like, taking in some sunshine, watching the sunset. And he's like, once he's done, he's chill. And he's like, all right, I'm just gonna jump off. And
Yeah. Meditating before action. I like it.
That's right.
All right, guys. Is it redemption time for Onion? The third Onion card we're gonna rank in 3 weeks, and I'm gonna go ahead and say clearly the best one of the three.
So good.
Oh, no question.
Yeah.
This is such a good card.
Yeah, this card is fabulous. This card actually gives you the vibe that you're in what's that forest called, Trey?
Ilex Forest.
You're in Ilex Forest. It's so mystical. Honestly, like when I think crystal cards, like I think Celebi more often than not. So this is up there for me.
Yeah. I like this one quite a bit.
Above Golem?
Yes.
For me too.
I like it above Golem.
So is it in B
nowadays?
B or A tier, guys?
For me, this is all the way above T-Tar.
Oh, okay. Well, now we're being crazy.
Make Trey uses veto.
I have plenty of time. I'm not going to just absolutely just lose my mind and use my veto in the first two cards.
I still haven't really used it because I don't see the Charizard where I said it should be. So
it kind of got revoked because the take was so bad.
You have a veto, and then they're like, no, you don't have a veto. Here, I'm gonna take reverse. It was actually an Uno reverse card that we gave you, James. Your name is not PokeBroJT, it's PokeNoJT.
If you just blatantly lie on the internet, we just kind of have to move on and ignore it,
That's so good, dude.
I think I would put Celebi. If this is my tier list, I think it goes somewhere right around here.
Under the fish, huh?
I think so. I think fish a little more iconic. Goldfish.
I like it in A behind Mewtwo, personally.
I don't hate that.
A strong enough opinion. So
I
also have to shut up. I remember that. I forgot.
All right.
No, speak your truth.
Let's leave it at the bottom of A for now. Does that seem okay?
That's a good spot.
Okay. Crystal Nidoking.
I love this card.
This is like this card, like he is powering up as we speak, This
is the true Super Saiyan card. I know the T-Tar wants to be the Super Saiyan, but the Nidoking is the Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
I think T-Tar just like T-Tar may have just evolved from the Poo Tar. And yeah, that was a dig at you there.
Yeah. I'm gonna try not to. I'm gonna try to let that comment not like affect my next interaction with you, JT.
You're my poo tar.
I like this somewhere in the high A, low S range.
I would put it in S.
I'm an S
behind Gary.
All right. Here's my hot take. This is my favorite crystal. But I know that there's a different crystal that should actually be an S that is probably, for all intents and purposes, a better card, even though this one's my favorite. Nidoking for me is A.
Here's my thought process is that I'm looking at some of these other crystals, and I know that Mon has better cards. But I don't think that there's a better Nidoking card.
So true.
Fire Red Leaf Green Nidoking is super tough.
It's better than Crystal Nidoking, my brother.
No, it's not. That's why I own this card.
Exactly. Come on. You're speaking so we can run the time up. Come on. Let's wrap. Come on.
Yep. It belongs in S. The greatest Nidoking card ever made belongs in the S tier. Super Saiyan King.
I wouldn't be mad. I own
a PSA 10. I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah. I think if it's my list, I would be with Jake on high A, especially because I think there are a few crystals I like better. There are a few. So I think it's somewhere in the low S, high A. Which one do we want to go, guys?
Well, A's a little crowded right now, so maybe we'll just have it chilling S. For Nido.
Low S for now.
Maybe there is a lot of A's, though. I think it's okay to have a lot of A's because these are incredible cards.
Just like how there's a lot of PSA 9s nowadays.
People are the chat's pretty like a lot of S in the chat.
Pop controlling our own tier list.
A lot of S in the chat. Okay. Low S for now. I don't hate that. Crystal Charizard.
Meh.
Not better
Really?
than
Meh.
Meh.
I think that you could hear me say meh through Jake's mic there for a sec.
This is a strong card, but it's not like amazing.
I think I like Shining more than this one.
I agree.
Really?
100%.
No, this is better than Shining Charizard.
It's not even. It's not even the best e-reader Zard.
That's true.
The Expedition non-hollow is the best e-reader Zard.
That's true.
Rocket Boy.
Yeah. Okay. I don't feel extremely strongly here. I think this is probably better than you guys seem to think it is. To me, it's a very classic Zard art. It looks like something that would be on merch in the late 90s or whatever. So
I wouldn't want it on my shirt. I think Charizard doesn't do that. Charizard doesn't do karate. Like Charizard flies, Charizard blows fire, Charizard smacks people with its tail, maybe. But Charizard will take you around the earth 4 times and throw you into a volcano. But Charizard will not do some what is that? Charizard doesn't do that.
Charizard Mega Punch.
Charizard does not no.
I have used Mega
Absolutely
Punch on Misty's Starmie with my Zard. It has happened.
You should have not done that.
How else am I supposed to beat it?
Change Mons.
I don't like it more than Shining. I don't.
Let's see. Right now we have Shining in middle of B.
I don't like it more than Golem.
I don't either.
Dang.
For me, this card is top of B.
Top of B? Above the Carp?
I think it's I think it's top of C, bro. C for Charizard.
Yeah. It's better than Raichu, but it's not better than Golem.
Not better.
It might not be better than Golem.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well,
wait, so
can someone use a veto, please? I don't
hold
understand.
on. So then
I don't understand how this works.
Are we should it be like this?
No.
Yeah, Shining Zard should probably be down in C, let's be honest.
How is this happening?
I'm actually with you on this one, JT. I like Shining more than this one.
Charizard does not do karate.
Yeah,
put that on a shirt. Zard does not do karate.
Well, the chat is all over the place. There's C for Chaza from my wife. Top of C, C or D. Top of C or low B. Top of C, low A, S.
Yo.
Top 5 Zard of all time.
No.
B is fair. I think we're still here. A, agree it's meh. D, S, B or C, B. So we're converging on B and C being clear, typical opinion. It's just a question of whether. Oh man,
How did Golem get? What? Wait,
I moved Golem because Because I thought maybe I liked the Golem more than the Crystal Zard.
He moved Golem because Shining Charizard kind of blows.
Blows smoke and fire.
I think that there are like 20 Charizard arts I like more than Crystal Zard.
Yeah,
Seriously.
agreed. Like
Yeah, there
every
might be.
every modern Charizard alt art and SIR is better than that.
I would take game art. I would take
For sure.
Flash Fire full art. I would take
I would too.
XY promo. I would take Phantasmal. I would
Charizard
take,
V.
I would
alt
take
art.
the original Arita. I would take
CD promo. Yeah.
I would.
Mhm.
Well, it's like
Yeah.
we're brothers or something. Like
Yeah. Okay. How do we feel about low B here?
Low B.
I we reserve the right to jumble up our tier list at the very end.
Agreed. We'll come back to it. We'll leave it there for now. Lugia.
This is the crystal card. This is the crystal card.
Yeah, the hollow foil pattern. I mean, it's the Pokemon 2000 right in your face.
Mhm.
Literally.
Yeah.
Like you're watching the movie, you can see the sky clearly. He's above the ocean. When you see this card in person, I've seen a NBA Gold 7 in person.
Really? Who would collect that? That's trash.
I don't know. It was crazy. When I saw it, I was like, what is this? But
That's like some waste of money gimmick. I bet like whoever collects that just like probably throwing their money in the toilet.
But when I was looking at that NBA Gold 7, I was like, wow, this is a great art. This is beautiful. And yeah.
I do think this also a contender maybe for a top 50 all-time card. I think the question is less about S tier and more where in the S tier.
I don't put it above Gary personally.
I think the only reason that it's like more expensive than, again, we're not talking about money,
Right.
but it's more expensive than Gary because it's more rare. It's just,
Right.
print quantity. The Gyarados is, I think, more nostalgic for all the people of that same generation. Almost all. And because of its epicness, it is, I think it is above Nidoking on this list. This card has huge aura. Like when you have this card in your case, in your collection, people look at you like you know something.
Yep. Yeah.
Thank you so much for saying that.
If I open up someone's trade binder and I see this, I stop on the page and I'm like, oh,
you're on that level.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
Man, it's tough. I do think the Shining Gary is more iconic. I like the nostalgia. I think the Lugia nostalgia with the 2000 movies good. I think, look, when you think of the card, like the space that is, like if you look at the bottom half of the cards, the Lugia mogs the Shining Gyarados from the middle down, right? Like the e-reader with the hollow, the texture, the kind of like background of the crystal. I think when you take the card as a whole, it has an argument for being ahead of the Shining Gyarados.
I agree. I just feel like what they were able to achieve with the background of that card in such a small box is just like, it's incredible. They didn't make him look weird or like, it's awesome.
Can I bring down the double hollow like Banhammer and throw that into consideration? Like a double hollow Shining Gyarados can be encountered, and that's gonna log anything to do with that point you just made.
That's good. Also,
the double hollow makes the clouds darker, though, right? I mean, not that I'm hating on it. Just to be clear, I'm playing devil's advocate here.
It does.
Decreases the contrast a little.
No, but then you have like all the swirl chances and like because we literally don't we have a double hollow Gyarados in our inventory right now, Jake?
No, we just traded it out this weekend.
Oh no, I mean a raw one. Didn't we?
Oh, that one was like questionable, and so I PC'd it.
But like it had two swirls right next to each other as if they're like, and they were like had their tails linked. Like that's what's possible in the negative space of this hollow pattern, bro.
Yeah.
Like
I just think like the action scene of the Gyarados is telling a much clearer story.
Yes.
And so when you're a kid and you pull this card, you see this card, it's like you're transported and you have feelings more than the Lugia.
Yeah. This Gyarados is a moment in time that you, the player, experienced in game.
Yeah.
Whereas Lugia, this Lugia is.
I experienced the movie. I watched that movie.
Same.
A great movie. Yeah, that was a moment in time, and I'm seeing the movie every time I look at that card. Just like
I do too.
Pokemon Silver when I see,
Let's leave it here for now. I think this is one of those, like, there's sort of not a right or wrong answer. I think the Shining Gyarados is the more iconic card, and I am having a hard time overcoming the relative rarity of the Lugia and like the value in the assessment. So I think it's okay here. I mean, look, as we all agreed, obviously it's an S tier card, so we'll leave it there for now. Crystal Kabutops.
I'll go to bat for this card. This card's bad, but because I'm not allowed to swear.
No, it is, but it's just, it's just
This is a great card. This is a great card. In
so
my
bad.
humble opinion.
It is on the same. It is the Shining Celebi equivalent to Crystal cards.
Whoa, I don't agree with that.
I can't even tell what's happening in that.
Who invited this guy?
Bro, you're 2 hours. You're 2 hours ahead of me. You're 3 hours ahead of Ricky. I think JT, you need to go to bed. It's like it might
that
be
card is Kabooty Tops.
That's crazy.
Kabooty Tops, bro.
That's
Kabooty
crazy.
Kabooty Tops.
Nobody search Kabooty Tops on the internet tonight, okay?
Please don't,
my
don't do
God.
that. Yeah. Hopefully,
I'm searching it right now. No, nothing easy to find. Maybe a safe search on.
Kabutops doesn't have a whole lot to throw back. I love this card. We've had a couple of PSA 10 copies of this card, and both times I have gone out of my way to make sure that we get the black and purple colorway guard on it, and it looks insane. It is so good. Like this is and Jake can attest. Like, I'm not a Kabutops guy. I like Kabutops. I like some of the Gaga songs, but with this card specifically, when we have it in that guard in our inventory, I can't get my hands off of it. It's so nice.
Can't get your hands off that.
This card, honestly, for me, is great, but it's not even the best Kabutops on this list.
Exactly my feelings. Someone, Wind Waker said, has a single card ever made Kabutops blades look that good? Yes, it's called Shining Kabutops.
Shining Kabutops.
It's right here.
I'm not arguing it's better than Shining Kabutops. I'm not. I'm just saying it's not in the same tier as Shining Celebi.
I think this is a C.
No, it's so much better than Zard. No, am I gonna use my override for Kabu?
Yeah, for me, it's better than Zard as well, but
I could put it here. I mean, I don't agree, but I think for the sake of making progress here,
don't do it. Don't do it, Ricky. If you don't agree, don't do it.
I think I would put it here. I think I would put it top of C.
There you go. I'm okay with that. Kabooty Tops right next to Stanky Leg Chew.
Bro, I can't even handle this right now. This is ridiculous.
Perfect.
this is crazy. Our stream's been taken over by a madman.
What are we doing here?
We got Kabooty Top. We got so many shirts to make after this.
JT, I hope you experience internet trouble.
Oh no, your Ethernet got unplugged. What a problem.
It's already been done, Jake.
Where do we put this?
No, why are you moving it? It's already been done.
They can't get away with this. It's the Charizard is a karate master, and you don't like the actual karate master more.
I swear to God, if I have to use my override for Kabu and not my goat T-Tar, I'm gonna have to throw myself out my window. Like, what am I doing here?
Where would you guys put Kabutops?
I would put it personally behind Celebi and A tier.
Wow.
This guy loves some Kabutops.
I personally like the Golem more, but I also like the Golem more than the Charizard and the Magikarp. So it's hard for me because it would have to do a lot of shifting. So if it has to be where it is right now, I'm not furious.
I'm about to do a lot of shifting.
Yeah, that Charizard down in C tier looks great.
Yeah.
Which
yep.
Charizard? This one?
Shining.
Both.
The karate Zard.
Both.
Yeah. There you go.
Demote
You had
both
it. You had
Zards.
it. You had it. Oyama-san.
Get these lizards off my B tier ASAP.
Karate Zard.
So I do want to respect that JT used his override. So we're gonna leave the Charizard.
Wait, did he
here.
use it or he plans on using it?
He hasn't used it yet because he wants
JT, you don't feel like you've officially used it.
I said I would have used it on the second. Yeah, I would have used it 2 hours ago. But it didn't seem to be used. So yeah, let's just keep going. Let's keep going. Let's
do
just
overrides
leave
at
it
the
there.
end. Yeah.
We'll find out at the end. Yeah.
Okay,
we'll figure this out.
so then Shining Charizard
But
belongs
we're
somewhere around
moving
here.
it somewhere. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
You just really had to
until
move
we
it, huh?
veto, that Charizard needs
Yeah.
to be gone.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All
Until okay. So he's got his override still. We're
That's
gonna leave
right.
it there. I don't hate where this list is going. We got 2 more to do,
We're
and
almost there.
everyone's favorite crystal, Kingdra.
F.
Yeah,
This is the worst. This is the worst crystal.
Really bad.
It's a bad 3D render. It's not even the best e-reader Kingdra.
Yeah, the other Kingdra and Aquapolis goes hard.
With every I would refer every single Kingdra card art-wise in the Neo and e-reader gen. Like even counting the Ken Sugimori render in what is that? Is that Neo Genesis?
Yeah.
Okay. So in the chat, we have F for sure.
So
Honestly,
it's
probably F. G. By far F. F above Celebi, though. D or F. H. F. J. G. So, okay. So the question is less like where does it go? It's clearly one of the worst of this whole bunch. It's really just how much is it the worst?
Mm.
Man,
I'm
it might
okay
be the
with
worst.
I think it
I'm
might
okay
be
with
no.
being very-
No, the Celebi. The Celebi is nothing. There's nothing. It's who is that? What is? Guess that Pokemon.
Celebi. It's onion.
It's Celebi.
It's Bellsprout. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think the Celebi's a little better for me.
Oh,
I agree.
Trey?
I would put this Kingdra in the last place.
this Kingdra can get swirls at least. The Celebi is duty doo doo.
Mm.
Hookah Hookah says this is an interesting point. Ain't no way you are more stoked to pull Noctowl.
Agreed.
That
Kingdra up here is behind Steelix.
thoughts on that?
I'm pulling Noctowl, bro. Over Kingdra? Yeah, that Kingdra's not good. It can go above Celebi. I'm fine with that, but I want the big head. I want the bobblehead Noctowl.
Give me that fat face bird.
Yeah.
No way.
I
No
want
way.
I want
That's
so much bird forehead.
that card
want
is so
Pancake
trash.
face. Yeah, nah, it's better than Kingdra.
I want mogging Noctowl, bro. Mogtowl.
I don't want to use my veto on helping Crystal
Ooh,
Kingdra.
maybe
My
they all
God.
belong in that kind of didn't look terrible, Ricky. They were all in F, but Noctowl was above. Yeah. How you feel
I
about
think
that?
I like
Blake?
Steelix more than Crobat.
Me too.
I do.
I don't think I feel strongly at all on those two.
Yeah. Switching the place between two D tier cards is not gonna elicit strong feelings.
Okay, let's finish it off and then we can debate the rest. For now, are we okay with Kingdra at the bottom for now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like it, but whatever.
Okay, well, hey, the hard veto is there for you.
Yeah, I ain't going to bat right now.
Our last one here is the Crystal Ho-Oh.
I love this card.
This is a great card.
Awesome.
I'm a
Sick
very
card.
big fan of this.
Super
The,
classic drawing.
Yeah.
This
Lot of
card is
holo
also,
space.
I want to say it's like one of the rarest crystals. You just don't see it as much in any grade.
Mm-hmm.
I would say I've owned every other crystal more than I've owned Ho-Oh.
Yeah.
I wanted an A. I think it's a great A card.
I think so too.
Like high A. Like
I think I feel
right above Kabutops.
ooh.
Like the highest A you could get to almost touching S.
I think it is behind Kabu ahead of T-Tar, but then I know Trey would probably kill us in our sleep. If
I
we
think
did
this is
anything
where
on
where I would put it.
I have yet to use my veto. I'm just making sure.
Well, we are now okay, guys. So if can we agree on this as a placement for now, and then we'll get into the whole discussion. We've got every card on the list. We can take the whole thing in, and then we can start having our debate and using our vetoes.
It kind of looks like it's built like Ferb from Phineas and Ferb, like as a shape.
It is a little bit of a blob.
It's very
important.
It's very Ferb adjacent.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's break it. Do we start from the bottom going up and break it down?
I don't. Whatever you guys want, man. I don't think there has to be a specific problem. I'm down to start from the bottom. I'm wondering if we've been harsh on Noctowl downgrading him.
I love my Mog Towel. Now it looks even more Ferbish.
Truthfully, now when I see the Noctowl next to the Crobat, I want the Noctowl above the Crobat.
I agree with JT,
Like,
but I don't
Crobat
like it
just
more than Steelix.
Yeah, I don't either. I think the Steelix is not great, but it's better than Noctowl for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Is Crobat a D? I think this is probably right, but like just testing the water.
It's funny that we would put the two least these two crystals are ones where they have hollows in the same set that I prefer.
Mm.
The Kingdra and the Crobat.
The Crobats is from Skyridge.
Okay, well, yeah. No, it's the Aquapolis hollow. I prefer.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, yeah, no, both hollow Crobats are in Skyridge.
Yeah, they're both Skyridge, and then the Aquapolis Kingdra hollow, as opposed to the crystal, I prefer.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that the Kingdra is better than you guys are making it out. So that's all I can say.
How much better?
That's
Jake?
not all you can say. You have a veto.
Yeah,
I know. I'm not vetoing until we settle more.
Okay, but how much better would you say? Like,
I think it's better than Celebi. I think it's better than Noctowl. Noctowl, it's literally, you can see it from like the chin up. It's so ugly. Fat face, side eye bird.
Jake's just so upset he's getting mogged by a bird right now.
All right. Well,
Noctowl is F, Kingdra D.
What do you do? Are you gonna stand by it, Jake? Are you gonna put your money where your mouth is, or what?
I might.
I'm just looking at it.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's so tough when you're
what if it
debating the
goes-
5 worst cards of the set.
I know, right? Like they're all bad. to me.
Should we have started at the bottom? I mean, it's sort of like I almost don't care where any of these are as long as they're in the bottom 5.
That's a good point.
Yeah, true.
Okay, let's go to the top. Let's just see. I think the questions start to become like a bit of the order in the S. Like, is the Nidoking overrated or under? The Tyranitar, obviously, I think Trey's going to want to have a word.
This is actually interesting. I'm interested in what you two think, JT and Ricky, because I contend, and I stand by this, that I prefer Aquapolis over Skyridge as a set. And Jake does not agree. And it's interesting because there's only 3 crystals in Aquapolis, and there's several more in Skyridge. But the 2 of the 3 crystals from Aquapolis we've put in S tier.
Wow, that's a good point.
I'm looking at the set list now.
Yeah. Can you pull it up?
Yeah,
Or
sure.
you pull it- yeah.
One sec.
Now, I'm biased. Aquapolis has a T-Tar.
Oh, maybe this isn't the right site for this.
Wow, your typing is so fast. What's your WPM?
I actually don't know. I haven't tested it in a while, but I do type pretty fast.
Like, Aquapolis, you've got Entei,
Yeah,
Espeon,
Sentei's sick.
the best Houndoom card.
This Ampharos is great.
The Arcanine is great.
This Nidoking is cool. This Scizor is great.
Scissor's great. Steelix I really like.
Yeah,
Suicune,
cool.
great. Tyranitar,
Sick.
many say is the best T-Tar.
Umbreon, sick.
Umbreon is awesome.
I prefer that Umbreon over Skyridge Umbreon.
Yeah, the Houndoom is sick.
It's the best Houndoom card. And it definitely mogs the Skyridge Houndoom. And then
Arcanine is so nice.
The Arcanine's great.
Just gliding.
I think, and I like the Skyridge. No, it is a Skyridge Arcanine, right? The windy one. Yeah.
Nah, he's all stretched out.
I do like it, but I like it for meme reasons, not because I actually like it more.
The Spooky Gary and Kazam are fun.
I love the Articuno. I love Gengar.
Champ is tight.
Yeah, he's cool.
I actually really like the Skyridge Poliwrath. But I prefer Aquapolis' Steelix. Aquapolis is Umbreon.
I think I might prefer Aquapolis too.
Yeah, I'm with you. Wow, that was quick, Trey. You just had us jump on your bandwagon very fast.
Yeah, here's a great question from the chat.
I'm pretty convincing. What are we ranking?
Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, it's a good point. Get back to
Three
it.
of the four of us thought it was a worthwhile, use of our time.
I'm fine being right, along with the rest of the entire Pokemon marketplace.
So anyway,
if a card having value denotes it being a better card, then I don't know why you're not into World Championship cards, Jake.
Back to the set list, and no one has used their veto.
I'm ready to use mine.
All right.
Shining Zard, please move to right behind Shining Carp. And
that's so conservative of you. I was expecting more of a drastic step.
Because after looking at there would be I mean I could have used it in something else that I didn't like about the list, but I have to get my boy out of C. Like, it's so much better than a C. So, and it's not better to me than T-Tar or Ho-Oh in A. It's like debatable if it's like up there with Mewtwo and Celebi, but probably not. I'm not going to be like that. And so I want it right there behind the Carp. I think the Carp is also beautiful. So yeah, I'm happy with that.
Then I too will follow up JT's very weighted approach to his veto, and I will just move T-Tar to the top of A in front of Kabu.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Making it the best Neo Destiny Shining.
I hate this because Angry is probably right. I'm gonna have to spend my time helping out Kingdra.
Oh, I thought you were gonna use your veto to screw me over.
No, you can't veto somebody else's veto.
Can't veto a veto. You can't do that. Yeah.
You can't double stamp a triple stamp or whatever.
Yeah.
Jake's gonna use his veto not to empower a card he loves, but just bring a F tier card into the D tier,
just to get justice for a card he doesn't actually even like.
I think it's going above the Crystal Zard, Karate Zard. That's what I think Jake's going with.
No. That's crazy
not that
talk.
Far. Not that far.
That's delusional. What is actually going to happen is we're just going to do a clean swap. Kingdra trades with Noctowl. Noctowl's the worst card ever printed.
I'm gonna mute myself. I'm dying.
That Noctowl is hot garbage.
The worst card ever printed.
I didn't even think that you could do a swap. I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought it was just like a veto. You can move something up or down, but a full swap, just like grab one. Yeah.
Did you go into this hating Shining Noctowl that much, or have you been emboldened by our rankings tonight to hate Shining Noctowl so much?
Yeah, this card is so ugly. fat face. Like it's such a fat head that its eyes like halfway on the side of its head.
So you think with your doing a hot swap, you think the Kingdra's better than Crobat?
Yeah, I do actually. But I mean, look at the Noctowl. It's like you. I don't know. This is so insensitive for me to say, but like it's got all this like fat on the back of its head, like disgusting fat neck bulge.
People are gonna clip that out of context. I can't wait to I can't wait to watch the Jarvitar situation got even worse videos.
Jake body shaming a Pokemon card. Crazy.
Guess what Jarchomp said on Midweek Machamps? Let me before I play this clip, I just want to make sure we do an advisory here. But
this was not taken out of context.
Remind me to never show the back of my head to Jake.
Sorry, guys.
Oh no. Okay. I think I'm gonna do a very small movement, but it's which one do I feel more strongly about? I am going to. Okay, this is not that exciting. Oh man. Okay. So here's what's going through my mind. I'm tempted to move Kabutops below the Charizard here, into C. I'm a little tempted to move the Lugia up. That's what I think I'm gonna do. Boom. That's my override.
That looks great.
Wow,
Ricky, did you know that that was my second? If I couldn't do the Zard thing, I was gonna do that. So that was
okay.
I really appreciate you.
I'm glad we're a team then.
Yeah.
I think that's reasonable. I think it's defensible. I like that where we rated the Golem. I think we gave Golem its respect. I like that we gave Kabutops, Shining Kabutops its respect. This is looking pretty good.
Are very balanced.
I like Crystal Kabu so much more than I like the entirety of B tier, but I will add. I'm not going to die on that hill.
Wow, the chat is basically saying I like the list better after all the vetoes.
I think it looks great, actually. Like I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out. 4 minds. We're all ball knowers. Have some strong opinions, and I know Jake hates mine, but I didn't expect
Charizard to also hate Noctowl as much as Jake does.
Yeah, it's because we see reason.
I am blinded by my youth.
The more I'm looking at it, I don't know if
Trey, you have this strange love for round birds. I don't know what to say.
I'm sorry. Maybe I feel parental. I don't know. I'm hearing a little bit of an echo. Is anyone else hearing that?
I'm not.
Okay.
Not.
The Noctowl down there, I don't hate. I think I'd rather have the Celebi.
Yeah, me too.
Y'all are fine.
I would too. I would rather have the Celebi for sure.
Rest in peace, Mogtowl. You will be missed.
All right, chat. What do we think? Do we think we got the definitive Shining and Crystal tier list complete? This looks pretty good to me.
Looks really good.
Yeah. I don't hate it. I think we can make this work.
Bondor saying Nidoking an A.
No, Nidoking is so hype.
Yeah, I agree. That Super Saiyan King is so nice.
Yeah,
beautiful card.
This looks good.
Yeah,
Crystal Golem is not better than Zard.
Oh, but it sure is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I kind of think it is.
Like Crystal Zard is not a good Charizard.
No, I that's a hot take. I think it's a good Charizard.
We're comparing what might be the best Golem card to what might be the 22nd best Charizard.
Karate Zard is just getting destroyed.
Windmaker says, does chat get a veto? If you can organize 237 people around a singular decision, I would entertain it, but I think it's going to be tough. Someone said Carp is too high. I think it's pretty good there.
I agree Carp is too high.
You would put it like bottom of B?
Yeah, I would put it behind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, I don't hate that either.
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
That Golem's good.
The Golem is good. He's super tough.
That Golem is good.
Yeah. Someone made a good point about the Ho-Oh could be S, but it's not. It's not.
S tier is like reserved for like
Exactly.
iconic Pokemon cards,
Yeah,
you know?
it's really not one of those. It could have been, but it missed out. Just
Now,
being all balled up.
value aside, you open a Skyridge pack and you pull a crystal. Are you most excited when you pull the OO?
Not most, but it might be my second most behind Lugia.
Well, Lugia's out of an Aquapolis pack.
What would that's a good question,
Out of
Trey.
Skyrim.
I would probably be similarly excited to pull Ho-Oh or Celebi. So I think these are like pretty close. They're right
Yeah,
there.
they're right in the same tier.
Then there's a question as to like how about the Celebi compared to the Shining Mewtwo?
I'm Celebi over Mewtwo.
I like Celebi more than Mewtwo.
I don't hate that.
I don't
Yeah.
hate that either. The background of the Celebi is so much nicer
is.
than
It's-
anything that the
This,
Mewtwo
like
has going
this
on.
is an argument for best Celebi card in the whole
Oh, yeah.
TCG.
Yeah,
The little crescent moon in there is just
Yeah.
like it's beautiful.
yeah, and the
Yeah.
purple and the green, like
Yeah.
where it divides the gradient between in the background, it's just really incredible.
Yeah, and the swirls on this card that it can get are just dummy.
Yeah,
They got his arm right this time. I know, the last one is just his arm is
The
just
problem in
terrible.
Goldstar,
It's
yeah.
just and that is a great arm.
I,
It's totally proportional.
it's a great arm.
Great arm.
Mhm.
I know great arms.
Okay.
I
Alright.
was never
Yeah.
told I was never told I had a great arm in Little League. I can tell you that for sure.
I'm looking at a Celebi,
Sorry,
like someone's Celebi master set, and the crystal might be the best Celebi card.
Yeah.
I may prefer Unseen Forces EX.
Great card. Extremely rare too.
Yeah, that card is gorgeous.
Oh yeah, that one's cool. I think I'd rather have the crystal,
I'd rather have the crystals as well.
but the silver border one. Yeah, this one's classic. It has a similar vibe to it for sure.
Hmm.
Okay. This list is looking pretty good, guys.
Yeah, this is good.
It's a really good list. I
Boom.
would say no one could make a better list.
Probably the best list I've ever seen in my entire life, actually.
Yeah, on a tier list of tier lists, this is probably an S tier list.
It probably is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This tier list mogs the one you guys made 2 weeks ago.
Sure.
Should we do a quick burn through of a couple of starred questions and then do our what's it
Elite forecast.
elite forecast and get out of here? We're already at almost 3 hours.
Yeah, let's
Whoa.
do it.
Wow.
Let's do it. Let's rock and roll.
All
All right.
It's like 1 a.m. JT's time.
It is 11:42.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got time.
All right. Couple quick shout outs. I don't know what jewels are, but we got some.
Thanks for all the jewels, guys.
Don't know what the jewels are.
Uncle Alert.
I think
Who's
this
up?
is our friend Ryan gifted some memberships.
Yes, what a McWizard.
Yo!
Thank
Shout
you
out
so much,
McWizard.
man.
Appreciate you.
All right. So let's get into some questions from earlier, and then folks, you can put a few in the chat, but we will try to keep it short, just given the time here. Eagle Scout John asked earlier, I've been seeing a lot of newer certs with older cards. Do we think more people are just grading them now, or is it a crack and resub for a new cert situation?
I think it comes down to just the value proposition for these cards is forcing people to really, really search for them.
Mhm.
I would be very surprised at it being a crack and resubmit when grading standards have gotten harsher.
Agreed.
Definitely,
Agreed.
definitely not that.
Yeah,
A lot of people buying collections, seeing things that they're like are worth
Or-
a shot. sending
Or
them in.
crosses from other grading companies too, like a lot of people
Mm.
crossing Beckett 9.5s, that kind of stuff, like searching out shows for clean CGC 9.5s or 10s that could cross. That definitely happens.
Min, will I be on another boat on Wednesday? No. Lake, yes. Boat, no. Well, maybe boat. I don't know of a boat. Not up to me if I'm on.
There are there rumors of a boat, whispers of a boat.
I think somebody that is in that side of the family does own a boat.
You are boat adjacent.
I think so. I think we were talking. Okay, so El Sancho asked earlier in the stream, similar to how everyone was grabbing Rayquazas when Delta Rain was announced. Do we foresee market movement with Lucario with Aura Seeker?
Maybe.
I think that like the Lucario that we're gonna get in that set is going to be the new Mega, right?
Sure,
Because
yeah.
the existing SIR is the old school Mega Lucario. But I would be very surprised if like he's the only poster boy of the set with how many megas they still need to fit into this generation.
A big difference, though, is that the buy-in for your average Lucario card is so much lower than your average Rayquaza card.
Right. There's way more Rayquaza Grails.
I mean, for example, the Forbidden Light GX, not to pump my Sun and Moon bags, the PSA 10 went from 250 when I bought it to 750 in the last like month and a half. So maybe it's already happening.
Like, what other Lucario cards have pumped though? You know,
what does the Furious Fist 10 do?
Unknown. What's it like? Pop 20 or something?
Yeah,
no
and
idea.
Then, I mean, there aren't really. I mean, if you're hoping for the Mega Lucario SIR from Mega Evolution to pump, then maybe. But there aren't as many high-profile Lucarios to go up as what would happen with Rayquaza.
Yeah.
Earlier in the stream, Wind Waker gave a $5 super chat saying petition that JT gets 2 overrides, and then Ajax gave 1,000 jewels and said Corgi. So again, I have no idea what's happening with the jewels.
I think the jewels played a little animation in chat, and I think that like a little because like TikTok does that type of thing, and I'm going to guess that's what happened.
JT's going to use both of his overrides to move his Zard up one more spot.
That's right.
Into the A tier, that would be an interesting take.
I'm okay with giving JC a second override. It would make up for all of the clowning that he's received this whole stream.
Appreciate that. Yeah, move it right above, actually above Mewtwo. Let's do that.
You would move it above Mewtwo into the bottom of A tier below Celebi. Yeah, that's tough. Okay, we're sticking to the Q&A. ASAP Gabe, I caught you. You asked this earlier. I think we asked it. When vending with a partner, would you recommend one person man the booth while the other is walking the show?
I think it depends on how many tables you got.
Yeah. How busy are you?
Yeah.
I mean, how busy is the show in general? I mean,
I sure love being the person walking around. I can tell you that for sure.
Feels a lot less like work. Yeah, I think like Trey said, it depends how big your booth is. Like if you have enough cards and inventory and patrons to justify like you need multiple people doing deals, then like you need both people there. So, but if it's slower, then yeah, you can go out on the offense a little bit.
Yeah,
I've definitely seen people who like have someone set up their booth while they walk around and try to snipe good deals. You know, when they find cards that they think are undervalued and stuff.
Yeah, there's been many times where I've hung back while Jake goes on the offense and picks up new inventory or finds good deals or takes a card that we have and goes and tries to get something out of it.
There's been times Ricky's come back with 2 black labels.
Yeah.
While I was working the table, I'm like, how did you get these? He's like, oh, I just traded those.
Someone's gonna buy this Doug Trio.
I just sent the Doug Trio to consignment today. I decided let fate figure out what it's worth
for science.
Yeah, auctioning that bad boy. Well, I think I did buy it now for that one. I'm gonna buy it now first, and then if we don't get any bites, it's auction. But I think that one's a good auction candidate, to be honest.
Yeah.
Another one from ASAP Gabe. During this market, what cards are you focusing on picking up at the moment?
I'm still on the lower grades of main grails right now.
Me too. And higher grades of not grails, but vintage. So like a EX silver border and stuff like that.
Vintage is just, vintage will always have that allure.
What's the next tier list? Asks Sumus.
Tier list of small card business employees.
River S tier. What if you guys did every Delta Hollow?
Ooh. There's literally 100 of them. It'll take a while.
We said the same thing with the EX silver borders too. It'd be like there's like 120 of them or something. It would take a long time. Think about
I think we discussed maybe doing a Gen 3 set tier list.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That'd be fun to do.
Which could get heavy.
I'm kind of sad that I'm not going to be in that because
maybe you will be.
Play your Pokemon cards right, and you could be.
Wow.
Wind Waker. Speaking of boats, would y'all ever want to do a show on a cruise? Like a
That's so funny.
That's actually crazy.
Because Trey, like, as we're walking into Card Party this weekend, says, "I'm gonna give Pat Flynn the idea to do card cruise next year." Because, like, the entire marina in Fort Lauderdale is just full of cruise ships.
Yeah, I was like, come on, that would be crazy. No joke, we had that conversation, and I would do it.
I think I would hear about it first before trying it.
Yeah.
I'd let somebody else be first.
And you can literally dress it up and pretend like the boat's the SS Anne. Like, come on, make it trade.
Okay, yeah. If there's like areas where we do battle and stuff.
Yeah, the battle want to be tight.
Come on.
That's an interesting take that definitely sold me more on the idea.
Pokemon Billionaire, wherever you are, create the SSN cruise ship.
I think the question is, like, do you do background checks and make it invite only? Like, you can't just buy a ticket. Because I'm thinking about security when you're trapped on a boat.
Yeah, you have to have your ticket. You have to flash it to the doorman. You flash the SS ticket.
You have to have a ticket.
You have to go get it from Bill after turning him back from a Clefairy.
Right? Next.
Hookah, what does Summer Slowdown look like at card shows? Thoughts on Japanese XY secret rares? Kind of two questions.
Summer Slowdown looks like more patrons selling than buying in general. More people are going to the show with the intention to offload a large amount of their collection. And another thing that's happened right now is a lot of the repack buyers have slowed down and really limited their scope of what they're buying. And so a lot of vendors who were primarily buying cards to, with the express intention to like dump them to a repacker in a really short period of time are worried.
Yeah,
And then thoughts on Japanese XY secret rares.
They're great.
Yeah. Texture on those are crazy.
Yeah.
Really nice cards.
X cringed. What are your guys' thoughts on Fanatics auctions? Seems like they're getting more traction. Seen y'all mention them more frequently. I'm not sure if it's just Fanatics. It's like Alt we've looked at a few Alt auctions recently as well, with Alt clearly making major moves in consignment.
Yeah, we've seen big cards do all-time highs on Alt, Fanatics, Golden, and eBay recently. So I don't think any one of them is doing anything particularly unique that's making it better.
Yeah.
I think it tells more about the cards.
It's indicative of a seller's market.
Yeah. And Fanatics Fest was a pretty big deal. So I think that like bought some coverage.
Some cred.
Yeah, some cred. Yeah, exactly. That's a good word for it.
Okay. Do we want to call it there and do an elite forecast to wrap it up?
Yeah,
probably time.
Okie dokie. So for folks that are unfamiliar, though I think probably a lot of people that watch this program at this point know, the elite forecast is us just making a call. It can be popularity. It could be a prediction. I think at one point I had said that they're going to do crystals or shinings in revisit those in 30th. So we've been right a couple times. We've been wrong a lot of times. So it's just making a call here. Who wants to go first?
I got one. I think within the next calendar year, 365 days from now, there will be a $10,000 sale for the Breakpoint Gyarados Secret Rare.
What are they going for now?
Like 3.7.
Okay.
I think that it will jump in a similar way that Test Tube Mewtwo did.
It's a great card.
Okay, I like it. I'll go. I put down that I think the current sets that we're in, the three sets that have just happened, have room inside of this calendar year to hit MSRP. Particularly when we sort of rotate into 30th and Delta Rain. I think a lot of the people that have any of these last three sets will be, I don't want to say desperate, but potentially eager to move the funds around into those products, whether to rip or to hold. So almost no matter how you slice it, people are going to be like trying to turn Perfect Order or Chaos Rising and Pitch Black into 30th and Delta Rain products. So I think MSRP right now around $160. I want to say booster bucks. So I think some of them are already flirting with that. So I think this calendar year, at least one of those touches MSRP, if not all three.
I agree.
I said my elite forecast earlier, but I do believe that it's a very, very far in the future elite forecast. But Chaos Rising will be one of the most popular sets of all time, based off of the fact that children of this era, right? Just hear me out. It's a very far in the future, but right now, we're in our 30s, most of us, right? And this are in our 30s, most of us are at least 30, and we have nostalgia for certain sets, and I believe that children of the future, when they become adults with adult money, will want Chaos Rising cards and will really go after those Mega Greninja, things like that, Froakie, things like that.
I like that call out.
One of the most popular of all time is Tough, but I think you're generally right. And the chat, actually, JT, not wrong. JT onto something. This is so true. Like people like the general take that these accessible sets.
Yeah, you have to have open packs to have nostalgia. It's just the way it goes. I mean, there other things can happen. You can bring nostalgia by watching shows, playing the games, whatever it may be. But one of the real ways is by having that feeling of master setting, opening packs, whatever it may be.
It's such an interesting. Actually, it's such an interesting take that it makes me wonder whether the Pokemon Company deliberately made them worse so that they're available for the sake of the future of the hobby. Because if every set is so good that kids can't access them,
Pokemon Company International playing chess.
Yeah.
Not checkers.
They just intentionally release a few bad sets so that but they're not so bad that they're uncollectible. But it's the thing that kids can rip for $5 a pack. And you got to make sure that those exist so that those kids have nostalgia for the IP 15, 20, 30 years from now. That's possible.
At this rate, Pokemon Go, best set ever.
And that's the whole program, guys. Thanks for watching.
No, I'm going to go. My call out is, my elite forecast is, so the Pikachu XY124 promo. This is a 20th anniversary promo. It has not had a public auction since early last year. The listings that you can find for auctions that happened this year were actually Portuguese copies. So the actual PSA 10 copies of this card, I think it's Pop 61. If it auctions publicly, I think it clears $60,000. If it auctions publicly between now and the end of the year, I think it clears 60.
What did you say the pop? You think the pop is
61? Right?
It is exactly 61. There are 3 listings at 90 to 95,000.
Yeah, it's a grail.
XY, the English one. Oh, you're right. It's Portuguese. Okay. Even the Portuguese ones are 15 grand.
Yep.
Sheesh. They're all Portuguese.
English is just Portuguese. English of this card is just simply unavailable, really.
You said Portuguese is 50s in the 50s?
15 was the last sale in June for a Portuguese copy. Prior to that, there's 2 sales that look like they're the exact same card. So I'm guessing one didn't go through. It's the same cert. So it sold for 5 and 8.5 before that in Portuguese in May.
Incredible.
And it went to 15 in June after that for Portuguese.
Yeah. So it's a big card. It's an iconic anniversary card. And so if it goes this year, I think it goes for big numbers. So that's all I got. And with that,
that's all we got.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you guys for being here. JT, Trey, Jarvitar, we appreciate your contributions, your extremely hot takes.
You're welcome, Jake.
Yes. And I hope that you guys all in the chat enjoyed our time together. We like to do these tier lists, and we'll see you back here in maybe in 2 weeks or so, a little over 2 weeks, because today's Monday, and maybe it'll be a bit more maybe
Marketing.
more businessy. Maybe we'll find a good guest. We'll see what happens. But until then, we appreciate all you guys and have a great night.
Love
Thanks,
y'all.
everybody.
Good night, everybody. Peace out, y'all.
Thanks for being here.